Yeah. Just the pre-show. Don't worry about it. I know y'all just say, "Oh, he just popped up." I'm doing pre-shows now just to get people ready. Come on, hit their vocal cords going see how they look on the camera. Blah blah blah. Yakety strackly. You already know what it is. Episode 34. Pretty much, I'm in between anniversaries right now, so um everybody know I started this July 9th last year. So this today, July 7th, is pretty much is the part one of two anniversary shows. One would be today, and then next week will be uh what's going on? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? I'm still setting up, but right now, what's good? Y'all, it's coming on. What's happening? What's happening? So, uh, our good brother, big brother Scorp is on his way. I saw the link. Um, also, right, like I said, he gonna get set up, and then I'm gonna do my. I am gonna talk about the events for July this month. I already know I missed the bike night already, but we gonna get that straightened out. But everything else I got going on, I will share it. Then we gonna get this party going, all this stuff. So please come in if you on Facebook and you would like to go on YouTube. Please come on, like, subscribe, like, share around, get it going. I am enjoying this. What is it? It's just like Rough Riders always late. He's not late. He's not late. No, he's not late. No, we're not doing that. No. He's not late. Um, yeah. Hold on. Bear with me. There we go. So now I'm gonna find out who the hell saying what. All right. Speak of the devil. He's here. He's here. Look. He's here. What's
What's
going
up,
on,
my
bro?
brother? I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Life is treating me good these days. I'm loving it.
Say
Loving
what?
it.
That's what's up.
So like I told everybody, this is the pre-show. Get us situated. Um,
Okay.
then we go do the intro and let them know the events this month. After that, we gonna start this part two because,
All
bro, we
right.
got a lot. We got a lot of catching up from the last episode, man. I was watching that shit today. I was like, damn, we was talking like a long ass time, bro.
Yeah. You want me to log off so you can do your pre-show? Or you want me to
No.
stick
You stay
around?
there. You stay there. I just
All
put you
right.
back to the backstage, and then
Okay.
I bring you back in. So you
All
gotta
right.
go get
Cool.
something to drink right now. Go get something to drink.
No, I'm
Please.
good. I got all the refreshments right here. I'm
All
good.
right, all right. So what we want to do right now. Yeah, I got something for you too.
Ah, shit.
I got something for you too. No, it's because it's gonna be part of the question. It's part of the question, but I
Oh
got something
shit.
for you. I
Oh
got something
shit.
for you.
Our
So,
last interview was scripted, so we had an idea of where we were going.
right.
This is some freestyle shit right here. So
Oh yeah. So free. I mean,
So I
we
have no idea what you're gonna pull out the bag.
listen. Last time we scripted, then we freestyle towards the end, but now,
Yeah.
yeah, we want to tear loose right now, bro. So I'm gonna
All
put you
right,
back
my
to
brother.
backstage, relax,
All
and
right,
I'm gonna do this intro.
all right.
But so we are ready, boys and girls. So let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. And uh yep, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's good? Y'all already know what it is, bro. Y'all saw the pre-show a little bit. Y'all already know he's ready to go. He don't know what the fuck will happen this episode, so we about to have some fun. But as always, gotta give up to the events, and in fact, tonight, or I should say this weekend, we're gonna start off right now. Maryland State event is happening right now. They're doing a meet and greet. Probably within an hour. But right now it's today and this weekend is for Maryland. We also got Boston, Mass 617 Rough Riders. They are having look like they're having a charity car and bike show on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We also got the 18th anniversary Pittsburgh Black and Gold Rough Riders. I never can make y'all shit because y'all always have it when I'm about to do something or it's on my son's birthday. You know, my son comes first. Y'all already know that shit. But there's always somewhere to go. It's always a good time. So be safe, have a good time there. That's next weekend. Also down in Central Florida Dog Division, first bike, car, and dog wash. I want to see video y'all trying to wash some damn dogs. Y'all gonna be fucking chasing their ass. And I hope they run too. But that's in Central Florida. On the 16th. Charlotte is having a bike night. Charlotte Rough Riders, North Carolina, on the 20th. I think you contact their PRO. I do not know who their PRO is on top of my head right now, but I think you could contact Sherry. She's one of them, so you already know what it is. Phoenix. We're gonna talk about Phoenix this episode. Phoenix chapter got a backpack drive and giveaway. That is on on the 22nd. On the 22nd, the time's on there. Contact their PRO, or if you know the members of that chapter, contact them for more info. So I don't know if this is a Rough Rider event, but Flashy put on, and this is excuse me, Albuquerque, New Mexico, Wet and Wild Water World. I don't know what the hell's going on there. So talk to Flashy. He talk about discount tickets, food and drinks. And y'all know when y'all hear food and drinks, we all hungry, we all greedy. Let's get down with it. Support, support, support. Los Angeles chapter. They always doing something. I need to go back to Cali. Kickback kickball tournament. $5 per team, 8 players per team. Anything else, you must contact Los Angeles on that. That's on the 23rd from 11 to 4 p.m. Oh, this weekend is big. This weekend is big, especially because this is Boise's, you might as well say, coming out party. This is they're gonna start with a bike night on the 27th in Boise, and then the rest of the weekend is their first ever event. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't make it. As you know, I just got promotion, so I gotta stay local. And when I say local, I mean I gotta go to Connecticut. So I gotta go to Connecticut. And but back to Boise, y'all enjoy yourself, make it big. I'm proud of y'all. Do what y'all gotta do. Connecticut, rep your flag 2.0. I did not make it last year, but I'm gonna make it this year. What flag I'm gonna rep? Of course, Rough Riders. What the hell else I'm gonna rep? Then you got this going on. Spider sent this to me. It's Rough Riders. No One Stunners presents Light It Up. It started off in Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, then New Orleans. And I think the last event is in Mississippi. I can't see it because it's too damn small. But if y'all see it, if y'all in the area, show some support. Then we got this Friday, July 28th, Jacksonville, Florida. Y'all go have an event after I leave Florida. That's some bullshit, but it is what it is. Oh, Jacksonville doing anything though. And I think, wait, I forgot one. South Chicagoland Rough Riders present their third annual Starve Rock Ride. I guess that's one day. That's gonna be one day. Meetup, which y'all always gonna be late. So they ask them when kick stands up, and there you go. And I am done with events. There's no Q&A today because we got part 2. Y'all been waiting for this shit since the last one. And I got them back because, goddamn it, this man right here with these damn cards. Scorp, what's going on, baby? You on mute? Unmute your.
All right, there
Okay.
we go. There we go. All right. So one in the what was it, the pre-show? We said it was scripted. Let me clarify that. It wasn't scripted. Whenever I do an interview, magazine article, whatever the case may be, I ask for a series of questions.
Yeah, it
So
is.
that way it wasn't scripted, but I did have a list of the questions that he was gonna ask, and we,
Yes.
compile the questions together and this, that.
That's
So that's what
that's like
it had a plan.
that's what like this. He helped me out. Remember this? That was like my what third, fourth episode of the
Yeah,
podcast.
man.
So he
And
was
happy
helping me out.
anniversary, by the way. Happy anniversary.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I want
Yeah.
everybody to. I wish y'all could see this card, right? So all these cards got infamous on it. This
Right.
is the one that got Mr.
Yeah.
Attention Getter. I was like,
Attention getter.
this man right
Yeah,
here,
man.
bug the
And
fuck
so
out.
and Mr. Attention Getter, I want to put it out there. You kind of fucked it up for Boise.
Why?
Cause man, my man hit me. I was supposed to sneak into Boise. Right. I wasn't supposed to they wasn't supposed to know I was going.
Why?
So my man hit me. He's like, "Yo, I ain't gonna tell nobody. We just gonna sneak in." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm with that. Let's do it."
Bro.
So I connected him with my wife, and I was like, "Yo, she does all my scheduling. So go ahead and get with her, and we can rock out." He's like, "All right, cool." Then you hit me, and I forgot about it. That's why she do all this. I forgot about it. So then you hit me. You was like, "Yo, you want to do the 7?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." So then I
Oh,
put it on the calendar. Then he hit me. He's like, "Yo, you still good for the 7?" I'm like, "Yo," I asked my wife, and she was like, "Nah, you got the podcast joint." I'm like, "Yo, my bad, boss. You
mm. Hey, boys. I did not know none
No,
of
but
this,
check it
bro.
though. But check it though. Check it though. When he asked me, I hit him with it. Like 5 minutes later, I put him on a text message with my wife, and she was like, "All right, what's up?" And he just went dark. And he was like, "Yo, you never plugged me with your wife." I was like, "All right." So I looked through the text message. I was like, "Yo, it's this text." He's like, "Oh shit, I didn't see this one." So that one
Hey,
missed text message got me on this podcast and not in Boise.
then I should thank Boise for this. Man. Shit. But you know what, man? Like I said, this is big weekend for them this day first.
Yeah, man.
But you know what? I'm always gonna tell them this. This y'all first of many, man. So
Oh
enjoy it
yeah, man.
and
Yeah.
make it big. Hell, make me jealous that I'm in Connecticut and I should be there.
Right, right.
Make me jealous, Boise. I swear, because I'm gonna be looking at pictures and shit. So, uh, bro, bro,
What up?
we got so much to talk about, bro. Because one,
Hit me with it.
I already gave one tidbit, but I'm seeing these videos of you singing and shit. What's going on in Florida? What's in the water that I'm seeing your butt singing and shit? What's going on?
All right. So the thing is, um, one, I ain't never been drunk, never been high. That's one of my claim to fame. I've been buzzed,
Mm-hmm.
and aside from prescription strength pills that helped me when my leg was on backwards and my back was broke and my crack. But I ain't never really like smoke weed. I know you smoke weed, but I ain't never really smoked weed. I never smoked weed, not never really. Um, so every time I go to Florida, my man in Florida, his name is Nando. His wife name is Belle Rebelde. So and it's the Orlando chapter. So every time I go to Florida, they on this mission to get me drunk. And I'm like, y'all can't get me drunk. Like my toleration is high than the motherfucker. And when I
Mm-hmm.
start feeling it, I start sipping because I don't like to wake up like what happened. I
Mm-hmm.
seen cats wake up like, yo, what happened? My ass hurt. Pause. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened last night. So I don't want to be one of them cats.
Right.
So what I would do is when everybody's drinking, I do have a high tolerance, but when everybody's drinking, I play the role. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I play like that. So it's crazy. We was chilling one night and they was like, "Yo, man, I was driving with you earlier and there was all this R&B on and I felt kind of awkward. It was two men in the car and it was R&B and I was like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I love hip hop. I was raised by hip hop. I was raised
Mm-hmm.
in a clear hip hop family, but I'm R&B first." And cats be like, "What?" Yeah, before all this Rough Riders and going on tour and bikes and all that, I used to sing backup for McKnight, for Brian
Oh,
McKnight. Like that was my man. I was signed to Huff and Gamble, Philly International, when I was like 13 years old as an R&B artist. I don't open for Patti LaBelle and sang at Shea LaBelle. I sang at Phyllis Hyman's funeral. Like I was in a legit group, like group.
Wait a minute. We didn't
Yeah.
even
So
get to this last episode. Wait a minute.
nah, so it was like I'm still chopping it up right now. You ever heard of Parlay from Rough Riders, the R&B
Yeah.
group?
Yeah.
I talk to D like damn near every week. Now, that's my man. I'm like, I'm the unspoken fourth member of Parlay. I'm like, can I get down? Can I be in? He's like, you
Hey.
bring what you want. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see. But yeah, the singing thing was just we started vibing on some R&B shit that night. We vibing and and then one thing led to another, and there was a whole bunch of alcohol involved, and a whole bunch of a whole bunch of alcohol involved, and then yeah, next thing you know, we
Hey.
dropping the video.
Man, I saw that like who got this man singing? He don't know he's been recorded. I mean, but
I knew very well I was being recorded.
I'm about to say, I think he saw the camera or something, But I was like, okay, he's having a good time. I missed that.
Yeah,
shit,
pull that picture back up. I gotta talk about that picture real quick.
We got a story.
Yeah. So this right here is Phoenix Annual, right?
Mm.
So let me tell y'all about this. So one of the things we got to get caught up on.
Okay.
So we're gonna in this picture right here, we're gonna talk about Young Riders.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk about how I ended up on that little ass bike.
Oh,
so
oh yeah.
So my man was gonna let me borrow his Ducati. And I was like, yo, let me borrow the bike for the ride. He's like, all right, cool. So I get to his crib and I'm like, yo, give me the keys. He's like, who am I lending the bike to? Am I lending it to Ed or Scorpio? I was like, you lending it to a nigga that's gonna pop the clutch. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. He's like, yo, that's crazy. So he started to get cold feet. And I'm like, you know what? If you feel that kind of way, this is a $40,000 motorcycle. If you feeling some kind of way about it, I'm good. Don't worry about it. Yo, I'm sorry, man. It's brand new. Bike had 15 miles on it. It's brand new. I don't really want to, you know what I mean? I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So I called my son up and I said, yo, man, now why vested my son's Young Riders vest?
Okay.
So
yeah, I saw that picture.
Yeah, why vested my son's? And I had my daughter's vest sitting in the closet. So I have 4 vests, period. So I hit my son up. I'm like, yo, you want to go on this hood ride? He's like, he's sleeping. Yeah, let's go. I was like, all right, it leaves in 45 minutes. Get the bikes out. So I pull up to the crib, I speed home, get on the Grom. These are called Groms. So I pull up to the crib, speed home real quick. And then the other cats that we ride with, they're not really young riders, but I'm a volunteer MMA coach. So I know them since they was little.
Mm-hmm.
So they pull up and I said, all right, well, let's get all the Groms together and we can just, rock out from there. It's like, all right, we're going to have a little pack inside the middle with the Groms and all that. We're going to have fun. So I pulled the other 2 vests out because I didn't want the other 2 cats to feel left out because they like my sons. They like nephew. One of them called me Black Dad. The dude on the white bike, I call him Casper.
Okay.
He called me Black Dad. So, we get there and without giving them the heads up that these vests ain't y'all, these are my daughter's vests, I just throw them the vest. I said, yo, put these on. We about to ride. They got excited. I was like, oh shit. And the dad's like, you could take the vest back. I'm like, you see their faces? I ain't taking the vest back. So we pull out, and then if you look at me, I'm Willie in the black one. The one next to me is Casper, and the 2 cats in the back with the helmets behind me, those are old Rough Riders. So everybody, and my son's picture is like off in the back with the red stuff and the Spider-Man. So long story short, we did the whole hood ride. I had to pull off because I was too fat and the bike was too slow. So I had to pull off and let the crew. There was like, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 bikes in front of us. And then I'm in the middle and I'm topping out at about 50. And then I got another 50, 60, 100 bikes behind me. But they don't want to pass me because I'm like, come on, man. So I was like, I'm out. So I pull off and they go on. But yeah, long story short, this was the day that that in Arizona I introduced the world to young riders. And it was again with the whole, it's funny how Rough Riders started as a mistake. Young riders, aside with the exception of my 2 sons, these other cats, Young Rod, it was a bona fide mistake, and here we are. So it started the same way we
Ve-
started it.
it's strange that I share a snippet of the
uh,
old interview, and you said the same thing. Like, it's bona fide mistake. Now this one's a bona fide mistake that is
yeah,
about to be history. So that's crazy. I got more pictures, so we're gonna keep going. But I got one thing I gotta show you because I promised good brother this. So bear with me on this one because there's a question after this. So hold on.
Politics, don't succumb to position, don't succumb to none of that shit. You gotta send me that. Remember why you joined. You joined because whatever reason. Why'd you join? Remember that. That's all you need to know. That's why I'm still here. I've been offered money to go to other chapters. That's why I'm still here. Brotherhood, the brothers, the family. That's it. Politics, the position jockeying. Cat just asked me my position. What seat do I hold? I made the family.
that's crazy.
So now you know that good brother. He passed away.
Yeah, man.
And my question was this: when the prospect comes to you and asks for your signature, how do you approach that? Do you approach that with have them ask you a question, or do you ask them a question?
One thing is you don't have to earn my signature. Um, my signature, not my signature, but the signature I created, Rough Rider signatures, is plastered all over everything. My personal signature, the fact that you even decided to prospect, the fact that you decided to put a vest on, the fact that you even came up and said, I want to be part of Rough Riders, you already got my signature. So I don't need you to take no test, no quiz to get my signature. The fact that the minute you put that T-shirt on as a prospect, you're already fan to me. You're already fan. You got cousins that you don't really know that's distance cousins that you trying to figure out. You got the people under your roof, and then you got general family.
Right.
So I got people under my roof, which is a circle I have. I have general family, who's people I really don't know, who got a vest on. And then I got these new cousins that's coming in like, you're not a stranger no more to me.
Okay.
So the fact that you gave Joaquin Dean some money, the fact that you putting up, especially going through what prospects go through nowadays, the fact that you putting up with that situation, the fact that you even inquired and you started to take this journey, it's already earned in my book.
Nice.
Not the vest, the signature.
Right.
You want my signature? Cool. And the signature goes beyond Rough Riders. I got cats coming up to me for movie stuff, like, yo, this and that, the other. So it's not I gotta ask them a question that they asked me. The reason why I always ask why'd you want to become a Rough Rider is is because, and I always follow it up with remember that. The reason
Mm,
why I always ask why do you want to become a Rough Rider is because I want them to remember that. And because when we join, oh, it's family, it's love, it's this, it's that. And then you hit him with the SpongeBob 8 months later. I want this position. I want to smash this chick. I want this props. I want, like, you lose sight of why
yeah.
you first started.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to take it back to that, man. You can't lose sight of why you first started. I've had people tell me, Rough Rider helped me from suicide. Rough Rider got me off drugs. Rough Rider helped me in a better financial situation. My family don't talk to me. This is my family.
Mm-hmm.
So 6, 7, 8 months, a year, 2, 5 years, 10 years in, when politics and egos and all this shit is banging on your door, remember why you started.
Good. Great answer. Great answer. Of course, it's a great answer. Scorpio here. We got. Let's see what we got going on here. Ah.
Oh shit. Oh shit. The
Yes, sir.
last podcast, did I tell a story about the midget on the four-wheeler?
No, you did not. No,
Oh
you did
shit.
not.
All right. So this is 2000, Rough Rider Volume 2. Again, in the picture, I'm the only one with the urban camos on. So from left to right, in the blue, you got Oiste. And then in the white shirt, you got Manolo.
Oh,
Behind me with the hat on and the wife beater is Supermax.
right.
Behind him, I forget his name. The guy with the black shirt on, like mine, with the R2, all the way in the black, so black he blended in with the truck. That's Drew.
Yeah.
I got a story about Drew, and I got a story about dude the midget. And then next to me, directly next to me with the red beanie on is Musk. So
Okay.
which one you want to hear first? You want to hear the Drew story? Or you want to hear the midget story?
Give me the Drew story first. I started to tell me the midget story gonna have me hollering. So
All right. So Drew, we on tour, right? As long as it's warm and wet inside, Drew tapping.
okay.
So I'm sitting there and I'm bunking with Drew. I'm to the point where I'm telling Booking, I'm like, yo, can I not be in a room with Drew no more? We on tour.
Mhm.
So I'm on. Wait, was that Musk? No, I thought somebody said that was Musk. So, anyways, I'm no, because if Musk was in the chat, he could back this shit up. So I'm sitting there with Drew, and Drew, I mean, no love lost to anybody, you know what I mean? But they legit got some chicks out there that look like baby hippos and gorillas and whatnot. So, you know, there was some not so prime pieces rolling up, and Drew was like, I got it. I'm like, I'm good, bro. I'm good. She look like she ain't showered in a week. I'm good.
Wow.
So we get back after our first tour. I forget what year it was, man. We get back after our first tour, and I'm up in the office, and it was Myrtle Beach. These 3 chicks came to the office, and they all was pregnant. They all 8-9 months pregnant. Talking about, we want to see this. We want to see the CEO. The pops is going off. The CEO got my daughter and my niece pregnant that weekend in Myrtle. The CEO.
Damn.
I go off to the other room. I hit Y. Yo, why they got some people over here talking about you guys shut. What? Nah, let's go. I'm like, yeah, why you gotta come through. CEO, they sitting here with basketballs in their stomach, like they pregnant, they ready to pop. All 3 of them. It's 2 sisters and a cousin.
Damn.
I don't know, Scorp. I said, yo, what they look like, Scorp? I'm like, yo, no, you just gotta come to the office. He like, all right, cool. This is like 8 o'clock in the morning, 53rd and 8th in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Why pulls up to the office like 11:30 at night?
Sounds right.
So we sitting there, and dude sitting there with his 2 daughters and his niece for all that time, over 12 hours. Y shows up. Y's like, he reluctant as shit to walk in the door. Y shows up, and when Y shows up, the girl's like, nah, that ain't him. So what Drew was doing was, Drew was going around telling people he the CEO of Rough Riders and smashing on Y name. I'm like, yo, are you serious? So when they said, nah, that ain't him, Y was like, yo, what's the problem? What's the problem? Like he
relaxed now.
He came right back down. I was like, yo, that shit is crazy. So, because didn't nobody know who the CEO of Rough Riders was. Faces wasn't all in camera and whatnot like that. So that's part 1. Part 2 is another Myrtle story. Somebody just commented Myrtle was fun. Another Myrtle story, man. So we went to Myrtle, and the midget's like, yo, I want to ride the 4-wheeler. And we looked at like, all right, Jaji's like, you want to ride? So it was Jaji's 4-wheeler. It was the Banshee. So he get on it, but the way he get on it, he can't touch the ground. So he can't shift gears. And then his arms are so short that when he on the 4-wheeler, he's stretched out like this, and he look like he being crucified. Like he just, yeah. So he can't shift no gears. So he take off. And he like, man, he can't go to second.
Right.
So about 2 passes in front of the hotel, bloop, bloop, bloop. We like, shit, this nigga about to get pulled over. So he looked back. Yeah, he looked back, and instead of pulling over, he take off. But he can't get out of first gear. I'm like, oh man. So we sitting out front of the hotel and we laughing. So as we watching this whole high-speed chase go down at 35 miles an hour, and it's back and forth, we laughing, and we look at the cop, and the cop is laughing his ass off too. So he gets out and he says, yo, man. So the midget pulls up to the hotel, jumps off, goes into the hotel, leaves the Banshee running. Cop pulls up, his stomach hurt, he's crying, he's
Mhm.
laughing. He's like, yo, I'm a rookie. This is my first night on the job. That was my first chase. And I chased a midget on a four-wheeler. He said, I would never, he said, y'all Rough Riders. I'm like, yeah, we Rough Riders. He said, oh my God. So Queen's like, yo, that's the police. Can we get a photo shoot? So if you see me out and you see me with police, you'll always see me get fake arrested. So
Oh
I'm
my
like, all right,
goodness.
taking pictures with the police and all that with the vest on, yada yada. We getting fake arrested. It's funny
Right.
because
Right.
the album cover, volume 1, if you look through the album cover, everybody was either a mugshot or like assumed a
Yeah.
position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't no bad thing on the vest. We just having fun. So
Right.
that happened. So we did a whole photo shoot with this cop. He arrested us, he putting cuffs on us, got in us back seat. Same shit I did in Puerto Rico. And fast forward, I forget what year it was, man. I'm in Myrtle and I got Aftermath's bike. I didn't even know it was Aftermath's bike till a couple of years ago. And we were shooting a DMX video, and I'm doing the burnout, and they put the cuffs on me while I'm doing the burnout. And I'm like, I look up and I couldn't run nowhere. So the cop is like, get off the bike. It's a state trooper, it's a captain. I'm like, shit. So I get off the bike, and they got me cuffed behind my back, and I'm sitting on the curb. And it's about 200 Rough Riders out there, X, Y, everybody. And they're like, yo, move along, move along. Nobody moving. Move along, move along. Ain't nobody moving. Remember the movie with Malcolm X when he went like that and everybody was like, and moved?
Yeah.
Somebody was like, Scorp, you good? I'm like, I'm good. They was like, roll out. And they rolled out after I said I was good.
Right.
So the cop looked at me. He was like, who the fuck is you? You ain't nobody. You ain't no Rough Rider. I said, you kind of caught the big fish today, officer. He said, you ain't nobody. You ain't nobody. I know the real Rough Riders. I know Wink. I know Jaji. I know Scorp. I said, you know Scorp? I'm on the curb cuff. He like, yeah. I said, I was the cop that they was down in Myrtle and I chased, and I finished the sentence. Midget on a four-wheeler. He looked at me. He said, Scorp, what up? It was the same cop.
Wait.
Same cop. So the cop looks at the other cop. His partner is like, yo, give me the keys to your bike. I always wanted to ride with Scorp. I'm like, what? He said, yo, I already called it in. It's all big. You about to get arrested. You going to jail.
Damn.
But we gonna ride to jail. So they cuffed me to the squad bike. And the cop that chased the rookie cop, which is now a captain, sergeant, whatever, I'm on the other bike. The dude's bike I'm on is shotgun in the car, pissed off because I got his bike. And we riding down the bully. I'm riding myself to jail on a cop bike. Like,
I mean,
I said, yo, can I throw it up? He's like, don't you willy that bike.
I was just like, did you willy that shit?
He said, don't you willy that bike. I'm like, all right, cool. I won't willy the bike. But yeah, I got to jail. I went to jail in Myrtle. It was a beautiful thing.
No, it was hell. I ain't like getting a ticket in Myrtle. They gave me a ticket. I forgot about it. These motherfuckers know that shit too. Like, you got 1 month to pay that shit. We come up to Jersey to get you. Like, I will be paying it today. Are you paying it today? Oh, but that's awesome. I was like, don't tell me he's about to tell me he willy that fucking cop bike. But
I wanted to so bad.
I know you did. This motherfucker right here, though.
Yeah, man. So that's my man's right there. That's my heart right there. That's like one of the originals, man. Like, I would say, and please don't quote me on this, I would say easily one of the first 50 to 100 people that we put a vest on. And and yeah, and then with every time he come to Phoenix and jump in the pool and we chill and we hang out. I think his daughter or his family's out here, something like that. But yeah, man, that's old school, man. And he looked the same. I mean, we both a little fluffy. We got dad bars and whatnot, but he still got the Cookie Monster eyebrows and whatnot. He chilling.
I'm about to say, I'm about to repeat what you put on that picture too.
What I say?
You said, how you 30 years old with gray hair already? And I was like,
damn, nigga, we was young. We was babies. And I was
like, damn,
got mad gray hair.
That was crazy. Who I got next?
Shit.
It's Phoenix.
Yeah, this is Phoenix. So it's my man locked up, man. This is I still got him in my phone as JP5. Sad, I got to change his name.
Yes,
but this is my man locked up, man, and He's the one that's always on twos, always want to get on twos, always want to go, and he stay hitting me up like, yo, let's go, let's do this, let's ride, let's this. I'm like, all right, cool. So that's my little riding buddy out here in Phoenix. When it's down for twos and I got to do something, he's with it.
I mean, it's a rare to find someone that want to eat. Go to Walmart in twos.
Yeah,
Like,
Walmart make the Starbucks run, all that shit. Anything on twos, he's involved. And the thing is, he lives 45 minutes from me. So when I be like, yo, man, you want to go riding? Yeah, I'll be there in 45. Like, it's like, drop what you doing. And
he means that.
Yeah, I keep telling him, nigga, you live on Mars. Like, why you live so far?
Oh, you gonna like this one. We got another throwback for you.
Oh shit. That one right there. That year was Miami. I forget the year, man. Had to be late 90s, early 2000s, probably. I think it was late 90s. So that year was Miami. So you got Wink, you got Beast, you got Scorp, you got Jaji. And again, this is before the vest. This is we all skinny. This is before the vest. So we rocking t-shirts. And this was you could tell how dated it is by the bikes in the background. Them bikes was new. So we all got the t-shirts. And this was the year we got in a shootout.
What?
Yeah, we got in a shootout. And we was diving in the pool and shit. I got shot and stabbed that year.
Lord,
and Jaji put me back together with mad tampons and paper tissue, toilet paper, and I got.
Did she have a big ass bag?
Nah, she had what she had. It was crazy because we're in the club and these cats stepped the Y, and then we sitting there fighting, and dude stabbed me. I didn't even know he stabbed me. I'm just sitting there knuckling up with dude with my man Tip. Me and my man Tip used to be security for D&Y. So we small. You see, we're not 6 foot tall, but we got hands. Like we got black belts and golden gloves, and like we got hands. We could fight. So we sitting there fighting in the club. D&Y slip out the back, and I get in the car and they shooting at the car, bop, 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 in the club in Miami. I jump in the car and the inside of my man's car is all white, and it's mad blood everywhere. I'm like, yo, somebody hit. Then it was like, Scorp, it's you. Like, I seen the blood.
You was full of adrenaline and shit, even though you got shot.
So let me see if I forget which arm it is, man. I just put this hoodie on. Oh, it's this arm right here. So here.
I got
so, you. That scar right there. Back in the day, they had these knives that you just put around your neck, and it was a short blade. Mm-hmm. So as I'm fighting, dude hit me with the knife. So as I'm fighting, I get in the car, I look up, I'm like, oh shit, what's this? And I pull it out, and when I pull it out, it sounded like mac and cheese and was all white meat. So it had the whole type of sound, and all this meat came out. And they got
nope.
So I passed out on that one.
You passed out. I would pass out.
Yeah, look, I passed out. Then I woke up, and they speeding. So I looked down, and blood's gushing out of my thigh. I'm like, shit. Passed out again. We get to the hotel. I'm like, take me to the hospital. They're like, we can't take you to the hospital. They're gonna know it's us at the shootout. We can't take you to the hospital. We gotta fix you up right here. So Queen's like, I got him, Scorp, I got you. Don't worry about it, Scorp, I got you. Queen show up with mad tampons and maxi pads and paper towels and every towel in the goddamn hotel, duct tape, all kind of shit. Nigga, I look like a mummy.
Damn.
Should have took the bullet out and stopped the bleeding, cauterized the wound, all this shit. I'm like, yo, Queen looked out for me. But that was that weekend, man. That was the weekend. I got stabbed in a shootout. It was beautiful.
Hey, ladies, that's you bring all your tampons, max pads. Never know what's gonna happen. Never gonna happen. You will save our lives and save other lives. Shit. That's crazy though. I didn't know, man. I never knew about that one.
Yeah, man.
That was before the lifestyle days.
Yeah, that was way before lifestyle. That was a running joke. Scorp got stabbed at a shootout.
Listen, man. Listen, you just said some shit. I know I would have done the same thing. Like I didn't know I got shot. And then I was,
yeah. It was
I'm
like,
ready to do
look,
a big sound.
my man's keep talking about the people that pass out on the fucking slingshot ride when they be like, ah,
Right,
that was
right,
me.
right.
Yeah. That was me, nigga. It was a rap.
Oh, hell to
It
the
was a
no,
rap
bro.
after that.
Oh well, since this is what probably everybody wants you to talk about, so we might as well
Uh,
get it over with.
what's
Might as well
that?
get it over with. The biker boys. Any we talked about it, but we really
Mm,
didn't like get into it. Like like you said, I think you was a stunt driver, you was a stunt
hmm
rider,
Yeah.
but was you like the lead stunt driver? Was you not no, excuse me, not driver, rider? Oh,
hmm
because you did some crazy shit. Y'all did some crazy shit on that damn movie. I'm still like
Nah,
when I
it was a situation where it was we did it and I fit the profile, even though Derek Luke is taller than me. I
mhm,
fit the profile of Derek Luke, and the director Reggie, he was like, "Yo, man, I don't want no special effects." And it's crazy because they were filming Torque the same time they was filming Biker.
right.
So and they was like non compete. You can't go do Torque shit and come over here. But so yeah, Derek's taller than me.
Yeah, he's tall. Yeah.
So my man in the white shirt is Iceman.
Mhm.
And there's a story about Iceman that I can't tell on this podcast. I gotta tell you on the side. But
Gotcha.
Iceman, like me and Iceman, we damn near copy Wink's style because Wink literally raised us in his biking. But
Mhm.
Iceman had more of a profile like Wink. They used to call him Lil Wink before he got the name Iceman because he used to rock a lot of jewelry.
Okay.
But yeah, we did the movie. There was a lot of people involved. Um, and this is the only movie that I wanted to be credited in, and I never got credited
But now when I got in,
in.
um, this is like 2 or 3 months after I got vested. A former member, he's not a member no more, but
Mm,
named Blackout. He the one told me that there's actually a Rough Rider vest in the movie. So I was like, dude, I watched this shit
really?
20 to 30 times. I never saw that. So we had to watch it in our clubhouse. And yes, there's
They're
a R
really.
there's a R in the movie.
You
If
got
it's
to
not
send me that. You
if
got to
it's not
send
in
me
the
that
movie,
screenshot.
wait, if it's not in the movie, it gotta be it was in the movie or in the credits, but it was there. And I was like, holy
You
shit,
got to send me that.
yeah. Cause I did not I did not know that. And I was like, get the fuck out.
What I
Nah.
do know is there was and I won't air that out here. It's some negative vibes. But there was a situation where that movie was a huge turning point for Rough Riders lifestyles.
Okay.
That's when Wink really didn't want Rough Riders, the lifestyles to happen. If you didn't have blocks, you could not become a Rough Rider.
Right.
So it was that whole mix. So when we hit LA and Mag had the shop, the T Rex, he was like, "Yo, who are these cats?" And he's like, "These are Rough Riders." And that's when the beef kind of started. And the boat was rocked. And after Biker Boys is when Wink left Rough Riders,
Okay.
and that's when Lifestyle was able to flourish.
Okay.
So, but
Someone answered my question too. It's in the credits. It's in the credits.
oh, it's in the credits.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
but you got to think when that movie went down, um, they considered Wink the leader of the stunt team, and they was like, "Yo, we need all the names for the credits." And I've done movies from Spawn all the way up, and I went uncredited on purpose. This is
mhm.
the only movie I wanted to be credited in, and then when Wink submitted the paperwork, he took my name off of it. So my name is not in the credits of Biker Boys. I
Wow.
still get a royalty check. I mean, it's like I posted my check a couple times. It's like $5, but I still get a royalty check to this day.
I mean, you should
But
still get it. It's on Hulu. It's on
right,
Hulu.
yeah, I see it's on Hulu, so that means the check about to be fat. It's about to be about $40
Hell yeah,
now.
depending on how many views that shit get, that's money right
Yeah,
there,
man.
son. But
So that thing. Oh, that night. Oh shit. That night was. I want you to see it in the. You can't see it in the picture. So this night, um, I broke my leg and I cracked
what?
my skull. So on the side of the T Rex, um, this was Ride or Die. I forget what volume we was dropping. I think it was two. No, it was three. It was the one after two. I
Mm,
forget which one it was called. But that's the album release party. That's when we first got the T Rexes, and we had like six of them. And then you can't see it in the picture. If you ever find this picture anywhere where it's a full shot,
Mm-hmm.
my crutches is on the side of the T-Rex because they was trying to amputate my leg and do all kind of crazy shit. But that was that night, man. We broke New York that night. That was a beautiful night.
You know what? Hey, if Mim, you got an assignment. Since you like to fucking find pictures, find that picture. I
somebody
know.
said Wink. Somebody said Wink was a biker boy prospect. Yeah, we all were biker boy prospects. We were throughout the movie as prospects, as club members, as random folks throughout the whole movie. So
That,
when the director did find out that my name wasn't in the credits, that's when he gave me the facial cameo.
okay.
And there was also a bunch of legal back and forth with Rough Riders actually showing the patch because they were actual real clubs in Biker Boys. And Rough Riders was supposed to be one of the real clubs, but then political reasons and whatever, they couldn't get the R in the movie. So
Mm-hmm.
we filled in for all the other clubs to make the other clubs look thick. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay.
So
Okay.
so as a nod to me, the director, he gave me the cameo shot with the hair. And
Mm-hmm.
then in the beginning of Biker Boys, there's a opening scene where I do an endo and the guy goes under the bike.
Right.
And when the bike lands and then another stuff comes through, there's a signature on a tail of a Rough Riders member bike. So that was like another nod to me too. But other than that, no
Man,
credit, brother.
no credit, but hey, like I said, those views go up. Expect the check, direct deposit, something. Shit.
Matter of fact, when that Hulu check come in, I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna cash it. I'm gonna cash it. It's gonna be my money, but I'm gonna send you the stuff.
Oh, oh, there
I'm
it is. There it is.
gonna send you the stuff.
Hey,
All right.
look,
So this,
look like someone was taking a selfie, but they was act like they taking a selfie. They just
nah,
you. What's
this
going
is
on
this
here?
is a funny story, man. This is Gina. This is at AJ's memorial ride. AJ was my man, and he just recently had a birthday. You know,
Mm,
sleep easy, my man, the whole night. So I'm out there, and Gina, her name is Morticia,
yes.
but I've known her since she was before Morticia, so I call her Mo Gina. You
Okay.
can't get enough. You got to get Mo Gina. So let's
I
give you
got
some
you.
Mo Gina.
Mo Gina.
So, but her riding name is Morticia. She was like, "Yo, man, you ever peep that people do like drive-by selfies?" I'm like, "Drive-by selfies?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do one and send it to you and show you." So she walked by, and when she walking by, she hit him with the,
Mm-hmm.
and then they posted, "I'm chilling with Scorp." I'm like, I'm approachable. Like, come say what's up. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So, but I guess different folks, different strokes, different folks. But she sent me that. She's like, "Yo, this is what the drive-bys look like," and I'm sitting there chilling. I didn't even know. So
That's
after she said that is when I started noticing, like, yo, they really walking by taking pictures. Like, say
that's
what's
the
up.
like that's the
Like,
that's what everybody do now. I swear to God,
nah, man,
it's
nah.
but it's crazy though. It's crazy that people do that because you know some people like yourself, legendary status. You are in God mode. To some,
I still don't. I'm not used to that. I'm Ed. Like, roll up and say what's up. Let's talk. You want
you
that selfie? Let's get it.
see now. I'm helping out. I'm helping this out. So y'all need to know. Yo, Scorpion's one of the coolest motherfuckers. Walk up to him instead of
Thank
being
you,
all
brother.
nervous.
Thank you.
Saying,
Thank you, brother.
you know, cause bro. Now you ain't gonna remember this, but I definitely gonna remember this because this was like Juneteenth or something like that. I know it was something big in New York, so it had to be Juneteenth. And dude, I was like, should I? Fuck it, I want to everybody. Might as well want to him too. I mean,
Right,
it's simple. I mean, I don't give a fuck who you is. I'm going to take a picture with you.
right,
Whatever.
right,
I ain't doing
right.
no bullshit selfie unless you like kind of piss you off. I do a far away and then crap. I
Nah,
got
nah, nah,
your ass.
nah. The only, and I like to extend my apologies. I had one off day.
Mm,
There, it was X's X that whole weekend for X, the memorial ride, the funeral, the whole nine.
mm,
I had a lot of people come up to me and was like, "Yo, I seen you at the we met. I seen you at Exogen." That whole weekend, I was off.
right.
So if I
Almost
met
everybody.
you, yeah, if I met you, if I seen you, if we said what's up, I apologize because I don't remember. I was like a shell.
Mm,
I was in autopilot. I was a shell. It was crazy. And
Ooh,
bringing X up,
there
X,
you
that's
go.
AJ's mom. Yeah, that's
Right.
AJ's mom, Cookie. Bringing X up, X was the one that like the first time somebody broke down crying in front of me, I didn't know what to do.
Mm,
Like, oh my God, Scorp, and they start crying. I was like, First I called Y. Y was like, Scorp, you don't exist. And I'm like, they hear about you, but they never see you. You don't exist. I'm like, yeah. Then I called X up, and X was always the one like, yo, you can touch people's lives. You can, So yeah, I'm all for come up and say what's up, man.
right, right, right. I mean, shoot, like I told you before, bro. I told you last time, like, yo, we know what you have contribute,
Mm.
but to get to know you, like like you said, you just add. Like, but to us, you are bigger than that. But see, to me, yeah, you Ed, but nigga, you big bro Ed. So I, you
I,
know,
I still can't get used to it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, yo, roll out the red carpet when I come and this and that and the other. Like people be asking me, like, what is it gonna take you to get to the annual? How much you charge? And then charge ain't flight in a hotel. Like you ain't even got to put me in a hotel. I sleep on your couch. Like
hey,
you wake up, I wake up in the morning like baby boy, you want some breakfast? You know what I mean? I don't give. I will have clothes on though. I'll be fully dressed. But I'm like, I guess there are people out there that came in after me that literally have a laundry list. Like, I need this, I need a red car, I need three midgets, I need a pole, I need penthouse, first class, blah blah blah, no connecting. I'm
mm,
like, yo, man, you get me there and give me a pillow, I'm good.
I, bro, I actually got that one time, and I felt
Yeah.
I felt kind of special for a minute. I was like, no, wait a minute, bro, hold up. Uh, they was like, yo, we'll fly you here. I was like, wait, what? I'm a soldier like
you, you
you.
know, you know, you know, you know, it hit me one time. What really hit home for me one time was I went to I forget whose annual it was, but we were in either Vegas or Havasu. And at the
Mm,
time, there was a cat named it was Tri City Rough Riders. And Tri City's like, yo, we got your room.
mm,
I'm like, all right, cool. So it was me and my wife, just me and my wife that weekend. And it was Vegas.
okay.
I can't remember if it was Vegas or Havasu. But anyways, they said we got your room. I'm like, all right, cool. So Bookham, who was the president of that chapter at the time, he had a good 20, 15 to 25 people, maybe 30 people. But I'm in this nice ass room, but there's an adjoining door. And I'm like, yo, these neighbors is noisy than a motherfucker. Like, what the fuck is going on? So come to find out, the adjoining door was the Tri City chapter. So they gave me their room and had the damn near the whole chapter in another room sleeping on top of each other. I'm like, yo,
What the?
ain't no Prince
Hey.
Scorp in this motherfucker. Open up the middle room and we all gonna slumber party this shit. Nah,
Oh,
you need your own space. You Scorp, you nah. Open up that middle door. Everybody, matter of fact, I'm on the floor. Who paid for the who called on this room? You got the bed.
mm,
So it's like,
right.
nah, don't roll out no red carpet. Don't I ain't no King Joffrey Jew. Don't spread
I'm
no
about,
flowers,
I'm about to call you that shit too.
man.
Goddamn
don't,
Prince Hakeem.
don't spread no flowers, man. The royal clutch is clean. Nah, they get that shit out of here, man. Let's
Now
just
wait a
chill and
minute now.
relax.
Wait a minute now. Just gotta look around before I say what I say. But of course,
Yeah, man.
you and my little brother right there, little
Oh,
brother.
this cat.
Yeah,
So this cat, I don't know why y'all got this picture of me. I got the Professor Clump afro.
bro. I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
something about this picture. I'm gonna tell you something about this picture. So
What
this is all right. This is my first time in Phoenix.
Uh-huh.
Crazy thing is, I knew Spider for a minute, but that's the first day I met Spider.
Mm-hmm.
And you came up. The reason why I say I'm gonna tell you something about this picture because the very next day, right? Because
Uh-huh.
your ass after you signed triple shot. Hold up, I gotta go
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Hold on.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
After
I
you
know what
shot,
you mean.
so I was like, okay, I got the next day. It's hot. You're chilling. Your ass just walking around enjoying the scenery. Like, hey, now look at you. Oh, look like shaped up, got the curl kid in. I was like,
Wow.
yo. We never had a picture.
Wow,
We
that's crazy.
took our first picture. So
That's wild.
yeah, because the night before, everybody was like, that was 2021 after the
Uh,
pandemic. That was the first event. Even Atlanta came over. Usually fans in Atlanta at the same
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
All Atlanta came over, and we was just chilling. And I was like, hold up. You signed it. Trevor Shot did the prospect model and everything. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you spiders, all this.
Yeah, man.
And I was
It's
like, damn, I forgot to get Scorp picture. Yeah, we were just chilling.
no, I used to hate. I used to hate pictures, man. I used to hate, and I still do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like pictures. But
Well, we'll
what
break
got
that.
me was X passing.
Mm.
Um, I got one picture of X, and it's me and a bunch of people.
I think I got that on here. I think I got it on here.
I have no pictures one on one with me and X, me and Swiss. I started taking pictures of me and Y. So as much as because back in the day I was on the run, so I didn't want to be in no pictures. I didn't want to be in the camera. I was
Mm.
always like like that. So I dipped the camera on purpose. But ever since X's passing, I'm like, yo, man. I had this conversation with Aftermath. I'm like, let's take these pictures, man. Let's take these pictures. I mean, again, you don't know your influence on somebody. Somebody walk up to Infamous and be like, yo, yeah, you can that picture can mean something to somebody.
Yeah,
God forbid, knock on wood, one of us leave today. We got that image. We got that moment. You
right.
know what I mean? So now, as much as I'm not a big fan of photos, like now I'll jump in it because you never know, man. You never know. So I'm down with it. I'm down with it now. So let's make it happen.
My thing with pictures, bro, is it holds a memory. And
Uh
as soon as you see that picture, like you can forget a whole bunch of people. You see that picture, that whole day come in your head and shit. Like,
yeah, the
oh,
shit
I
is
remember that
crazy.
shit. I remember
And it's
that
crazy.
shit.
It's crazy how I met Spider too, because I was rummaging through my garage and I found a bunch of old Rough Rider shit. Like, um, back to this whole pit bull and
Mm.
merchandise and all this. And I'm gonna confess to y'all, this wasn't a mistake. This shit was planned, and
I'm gonna say we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that because you,
it's what
uh,
this
you
this wasn't the first
you
rodeo.
see
Because
what I got on. We gonna
yeah,
get to
yeah.
that.
So back in the day, I used to make Rough Rider parts.
Okay.
So when I made Rough Rider parts, I had rims and grips and all kind of shit for bikes. I had a straight shop, the whole nine. So
Mm.
I found these rims hanging around. I was like, I might as well just sell these. We used to sell them for like $3,000. I
Right.
was like, I'll just offer them for like $500, $1,500, whatever. So I put them on one of the groups, and I was like, yeah, I found these rims. Anybody want them? Make me an offer.
Right.
So Spider DM'd me like 30 seconds after I posted the shit. And I was like, all right, what's up? He's like, yo, man, let me know the price. And I forgot what price I told him. And I was like, all right, let me clean them up for you. So I started to take the rims apart, and one of the holes was off.
Mm.
And I'm like, yo, these were my display rims. That's probably why, because I forgot. So I
Right.
took the hubs off, and one of the holes was off. I was like, y'all, I can't even, this shit don't look safe. So I said, here's what I want you to do. This shit gets me in trouble too. Too goddamn generous. Uh,
Right. It's a
I said,
gift and a curse,
I said,
bro. It's a gift and
yeah,
a curse.
yeah, run dog. So I said, here's the deal. I don't even feel right selling you these motherfuckers. So I don't pay for shipping, and they're yours. So I take it, I go and I get it shipped. And I think it was like $100 and something to ship them. And he's like, yo, tell me how much to ship. I was like, 125, 110, some shit like that. He sent me the shipping ASAP through Cash App or Venmo or whatever the case may be. So long story short, I gave him the rims and he just paid for shipping. I don't know what he's doing with them now. I don't know if he made a clock. I think he's trying to
Oh,
bring him back. But yeah,
hey, listen.
that was Spider, man.
That dude always in his garage. He was in his garage when I called him. I was like, "What are you doing?" Like, yeah, I'm fixing the jigsaw up right now. I was like, "God damn,
Stay building some shit.
stay building some shit, bro." But since we on it, let's get to it, cause bro, I showed the cards. Like I said,
Uh,
people, y'all, I got all my cards, so
wow.
it means something to me. But
Right.
so you said it was planned, but when did it like start rolling? Like, Mad Pitbull. What did it start with? The first shirt? Did it start like, okay, I got a shirt, got a hoodie, got the hats. Now now I can
Nah,
go more and more and
cause
more.
cause it was again, I had this love for graphic arts. So I did a lot of the Rough Rider albums and all that other stuff. So even in our last podcast when we talked about Steph and Gloria with Dirty Denim, I was
Right.
always peeping over their shoulder with the clothing line. I saw the clothing line and what Dirty Denim did for us and all this other stuff. So I've always been a fan of that.
Mhm.
Then eventually, we were supposed to have a deal with. I don't know if you ever heard of Famous Stars and Straps.
Yeah, yeah. I remember
We
them.
were supposed to have a deal with Famous Stars and Straps. There's actually a album cover out there with Warren James, Jay Beats, Travis Barker, and Travis Barker is like bigging up, and Warren
Right.
James and Jay Beats got their vests on.
Okay.
So Travis Barker is the CEO of Famous Stars and Straps. We were supposed to do this thing called Famous Rough Riders, which was like a stunt team.
Right, right.
So I designed the F for Famous Stars and Straps based on the Rough Rider R.
Yeah, because it looks damn near
So it's supposed to be
exactly.
famous. Again, deal fell through. Travis is like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do Famous Stars and Straps.
Mm,
So I ended up designing a lot of clothes for Famous Stars and Straps. I built his website, designed his clothes, did all that shit for him, did all his marketing. Um, and then I wanted to do a clothing line called VIP Zodiac. It had
mm,
nothing to do with just your zodiac and shit like that. But the
right,
premise on the clothing line was color on color, black on black, white on white, red on red, color on color,
right.
and it popped off. So then I started consulting. It never popped off. I know it didn't pop off. I never moved through it. So then I started talking to like the people that were selling Rough Rider stuff. I started talking to Tech Play. I started
Mm,
talking to CMR and like getting their advice on how to do this, how to do this, how to do this. And I talked to some other people about it, and they basically told me, "Yo, the black on black shit is not gonna pop. People want to see the art. You got to come out with Skittle cutters." So I can't do Skittle cutters. I can't do the Power Ranger shit. So on a whim, on a motherfucking whim, I went out. I didn't know nothing about clothes. I didn't know nothing about nothing. I went out and I bought 50 shirts, and I heat pressed the 50 shirts.
mm,
And if you look at the first round, it's like a tore up piece of paper with a thank you note on it.
right.
So I did that, and within like 5 minutes, 20 of them were gone. And I didn't even post it. I just told people, y'all got some shirts. And
Mm.
word of mouth spread, and it
Oh
was
yeah.
PayPal, it was Venmo, it was Cash App, it was
Mm-hmm.
Zelle, it was all that. I'm like, yo, hold on, hold up. Then I was like, all right, yo, I got like 15 left. If y'all want some, let me know. And again, in another 5 minutes, they were all gone.
Right.
I'm like, oh shit. Okay, so I guess y'all do want some black on black shit. So
I,
that happened.
I
Like I
want to know.
oversold.
I want to know who the hell told you that that shit was
Uh,
not gonna sell. So I could, man,
nah,
man.
people say they want colors. They want colors, and I understand wanting colors. Um, but it happened and it popped off. So after that, I wasn't sitting on a whole bunch of money. It was, you know, it was deep. I got my money back from what I put
Mm,
in, and I was like,
right.
yo, let me buy 100 shirts, see what happened. So I bought 100 shirts, put them out there, and then it just kept flipping and flipping and flipping, and yo, like everything I dropped just like sold the fuck out ASAP. And I'm trying to do it to where it's I'm not making the same thing twice.
Right.
So the people that got the 3D hoodie, that's not coming out again. The people that
Mm,
got this T-shirt, you're gonna see something different. You
mm,
might see a different 3D something, but you'll never see that item again. I'm only making 100, 125. That's it.
gotcha. Gotcha.
And so it's like Jordan. It's like, yo, they done. Once
Unless
you got
somebody,
it, you got it.
unless somebody trying to sell theirs. I mean, but I
Yeah.
mean,
So everything you got, it ain't coming back out again. Once it's done, it's
well,
done.
yeah, no one's getting mine. And mine. No one's getting mine. Right. So now I don't know if we're gonna get too deep into this, but
uh,
I gotta ask you this because when I found out, pretty much is when you put it out there that for some reason it was rumored that you was bootlegging. What the fuck was that all about?
yeah, that
Or
was
we can't
weird.
get too deep into that.
I'm not gonna get too deep into
Okay,
it.
no, all right.
But I will tell you this: there was a situation where I hit Y up, and uh, since before Amazon, way back when eBay first came out, I told Y I was like, okay, rewind, rewind, rewind. We were supposed to set up merchandising for all the markets, and it
Right.
was because it was always bring something to the table that's gonna make money.
Mm.
So my idea to bring to the table was every time these we sell our merchandise to the markets wholesale. This when we had Dirty Denim and albums, and we had actual merchandise,
Right.
and then we make a cut off of it, and then they make a cut off of it. Everybody's happy. Everybody's making money.
Right.
So I went out with my personal money. I bought roughriders.com, which was in my name,
Okay.
roughriderslifestyles.com, which was in my name on my GoDaddy account. For those who are technical, I didn't buy just a shared server. I bought a dedicated server with
Mm.
my own money. And then I bought Rough Riders TX, Rough Riders AZ, Rough Riders. I bought like 80
Damn.
domain names. And
Damn.
my deal for me to make money was I told why I'm gonna charge each chapter $500. I'm gonna build a website and we gonna plug them all in together.
Mm.
But they got to come through us for everything. So when you do your annual shirts, you come through us. We sell them to you wholesale. You sell them retail. You get money.
Nice.
So that it was like a whole thing. So it was a thing called chain payments. Like if let's say it's 80-20 split
Mm-hmm.
and something costs $10. The minute Infamous press buy, Rough Rider get $2, or Rough Rider get $2 and the other person get $8. Like you ain't gotta
Mm.
wait at the end of the month, none of that. Like you getting your
Right.
money
Right.
off the
Right.
rip.
Get your money
I
right
wanted,
there. Not
yeah,
not no quartering.
I wanted to make a Rough Rider marketplace because we got all these people out here making keychains and jewelry and
Mm-hmm.
T-shirts and all this shit, and I'm like, yo, bring them in. Like, stop trying to fight them because the Chinese and everybody bootlegging your shit anyways. So bring the family in, put them in the marketplace. If they end up being a bad, this is before Etsy, this is before Amazon. If they end up being a bad individual or they, not good customer service, they lose their rights.
Right.
But on the wrap, if they good, then whether it's pre-ordered or you got it in stock, let everybody join this marketplace and have fun. So he's like, all right, cool. And then I hit a financial rough spot. And I was like, yo, man. He's like, yo, well, I said, well, I'm about to do these clothes. Why, if you just look over there, just give me a minute to rock so I can get back on my feet. He's like, all right, cool, rock out. So I got the blessings from him to rock out verbally, text message, handshake. That's my man. He's
Right.
always gave me the right to use the art no matter what I.
Right.
But then he has a team around him that's like, yo, who's this cat doing this, that, and the other? He's like, yo, why? He's like, yo, Scorp, just send me something so I can sign off on it. You know what I mean? The team is on me. I know me and you good, but the team is on me. I need some paper to back that up. I was like, all right, cool. So I put together the proposal, sent it to him, done deal. But I was never not bootlegging. I never got a cease and desist letter.
Right.
And that was never the case. So um again, there's that marketplace idea I just told you about. That
Mm-hmm.
deal's on the table,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the upside of it. The negative side of it, I'm not going to get into. But
No.
long story short, no, that's not true, man. I'm good. We good.
Well,
All is well.
I know you was good. Like, well, when I saw the post, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
It's gonna work
I'm
itself
like,
out.
yo, no, I had to dead it because I'm like, yo, why? Like, stop. I never got no cease and desist. Like, my man's then show me the text message. I'm not the screenshot nigga. I'm not sending you me and my man's text messages. It ain't that's between me and my man.
Right. Right.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
stop.
Nah. We
Stop.
good. We
Like,
good.
God, listen, man. I mean, so you know how I felt. I like when I got I cherish my hoodies. I can't wait to get cold again so I can wear my damn hoodie again and shit. But I got my t-shirts. I just got my package not that long ago, which you surprised me on that one. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Oh, this damn bro. Yeah, I'm wearing this shit this weekend.
Yo,
But
that shit
that
was
shit tough. That shit's
that
tough,
shit was
bro.
crazy. The only
Like,
thing I don't like about it is when you wash it, because I like to throw people hang dry and
mm,
dainty their clothes and all. Nah, I just throw it in the wash, pull it out.
put it
I'll
out.
pull some shit out the hamper, not the dirty hamper, the clean bag. I'll
Yeah,
pull some shit out, throw it on. So all the shirts that y'all got, when you throw them on 5 minutes, they straighten out. This new embroidery shirt, because of the embroidery,
yeah.
it come out a little cornflaky. So you got to iron it. I don't like ironing shit.
Oh
Some
fuck.
people will iron something, but I caught myself putting it on the other day, like, damn it.
Damn that. I'm gonna call my girl Lucy.
Yeah.
Drop in her, hey, do something
But
with this. Get
yeah,
that
that
t-shirt.
that was that was a clean piece, man. It was a clean piece. So I'm happy with that one.
So since we on this, but I got a question for you because I asked you this shit prior. I'm gonna ask you here now. What the hell made you go with all white?
Um, the white parties,
Oh,
the
I,
white parties. I saw
dude,
all the all white parties, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this and see what happens. And then, um, the stuff that all of y'all have and everything that
mm,
I make one white counterpart to everything. So when I'm doing an order, I'll be like, make one white on white, and I send it to Magnum because Magnum. I don't know if you see Magnum's bike. He got
mm.
an all white Black Panther bike, and all the nigga wear is all white. He driving around LA looking like a Q-tip. So, um, so I do that, and I'm like, let me just try this real quick and do a line of all white, see if it sells for the parties.
Oh,
Again, I'm all black. I don't really do the all white joint. But as soon as I dropped the all white, that was everybody's statement. Yo, I'm gonna rock this at the all white party. The all white party, the all white party. I'm like, all right, rock out, have fun.
man, listen,
So,
I wear that shit is like fucking them Cocoa Puffs and milk. That shit gonna turn chocolate real quick.
dog, I'm gonna dirty that shit up.
I'm sorry, I
I'm gonna
can't.
dirty that shit up.
Dude, I got a white pair of Jordans in here. I have not wore,
Hmm.
and I had no shit for like 2 3 years. I still haven't worn them, so I'm not good with all white. I'm
Yeah,
not good.
man. The only time I wore all white was X's funeral, and he
Really?
requested that everybody wear all white.
Well, shit, we didn't get that request.
So, like for me, I was all black my whole entire life. Like I wouldn't mind if everybody wear all white to my shit. Send me off in style. You know what I mean? But X's funeral, we did all white. Look at Gramps. Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that was when I met that chapter, man. Met him, met my newly formed nephew Roscoe. Roscoe's gonna be a problem when he's little Roscoe when he grows
bro.
up.
I
He's
got
gonna be an issue.
his father sent me a video of him doing all the stunts. That
Yo, I'm
I was
like,
like, this,
yo,
like this,
yo, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I cried when I watched that shit. I was smiling, but it was
but
like that. It was like, get back in there, Ted. I was emotional as hell, man. I was that really to see that, something that you would
he
never think impact generations
and he knew.
like
I
that.
mean, he knew it trick for trick. I was like, oh, get the
He knew it
fuck
better than me. I'm like, yo, that
I'm like, oh, okay, I got you, little
yeah,
bro.
man. He did
So
his
yeah,
thing, man.
yes. Yeah, I'm just going through a little bit of pictures here. Of course, if y'all notice, nothing changed. The dude got the all black, all the all white.
Shit.
Yes, yes.
That
But
nigga was cool when I met him.
uh,
That's
who is that?
E break.
Okay, okay.
E break.
So
Down to earth. Cool as shit.
there
Real
we go.
this shit. God damn it.
So, so I don't know you remember the conversation we had where you like tell X let you ride that damn bike, right? Like, all right, let
Which
me see if
one?
I his
Oh
remake.
yeah, yeah.
Boy, I got on that shit. I did a little photo shoot with it, I did a little
Uh-huh.
photo shoot. So that I got on that shit, my back started hurting. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck you doing? What the fuck you doing? Don't, what the fuck you doing? Stop it! Stop it! I was like, man. So, you got a story about this picture right here, or you was just showing off your skills? Like, fuck it, take the picture when I stop.
Nah, that was random shit. That was I had just got the bike done. For my bikers out there, it got stock pipes. It's
Mm,
a 90, I don't know what year that is, man. I forget the year, but it's stock pipes. I had the race fairing on the front. If you look real close, it's three Pia lights stacked on top of each other. I got an R. A lot of people, because a lot of shit was blended in with the camo. There's an R on the front fender. If you look real close, Oil
okay,
Dog TV. Oil Dog was a shop that did all our bikes. Beast and Blue did all the body work on it. My man Mo, that was airbrush. So you're looking at about 3,500 worth of customization, and I ain't change a gear. I ain't go up in speed. I didn't even put a slip on that bitch. It was just all looks.
oh man,
So because our thing was how sexy can you get on a stock bike, stock gearing, stock setup.
Mm.
So yeah, it was bananas, man. That was a beautiful day, and I was just like, yo, they was like, yo, let's take a picture, and I was like, all right, cool. So I came through with the one hand and all black and rocked it from there.
Like a goddamn ninja on that damn bike, boy.
Yo, it's crazy. That's a button up because I used to work at Citibank, man. So I used to be dressed up like business casual, doing blocks and shit. It was crazy.
Doing blocks looking corporate.
That part.
Goddamn, that's
So
some goddamn shit right there, boy. Uh, here, the fuck was this the magazine cover, right?
yeah, this was the magazine cover, but I didn't do it for the magazine cover. After D got in his accident with the T Rex, I went to T Rex and I told T Rex everything that was wrong with the
Mm,
T Rex, and T Rex told me eat shit. So I was like, all right, cool. I got about a good cool half a mil saved up.
mm,
I'm gonna go start my own company. So I took my own money, started my own company, and I built that. That's called a Venom. So the T Rex is
nice.
like a Miata. The
Mm,
Venom is way bigger, bigger horsepower, bigger tire. And with my movie connects, it has the back tire off the Batmobile Rumbler. So it was just a beast. Like the amenities on that
oh,
thing was crazy. So I went after T Rex. But then as soon as stuff started to hit and everything was going well, the recession hit and bang. This was 2000, I want to say 11, 10, 11, something like that. And the
mm,
company went under. The partners I was with was all fucked up. And I actually lost all that money.
wow.
And yeah, I lost all that money. I had Lambos and all kind of shit. I had to sell everything. Like I had
That's
Rough Riders that were giving me $20,000, $30,000 deposits that they never got their machine. I had to give it back to them out of my personal money. Like it was crazy, my man.
I
So
think
there's good times and bad times in that picture.
I think you just answered someone's question because they said where that's at, but you don't have that. Do you?
No, I still got the plug to it. I can
Okay.
still get them. I can still get them. I still got the plug to it, but it's just they're cheaper than a T Rex. You could probably get them for about because the T Rex is 60, 70 grand. And Can-Am Spider came out, took the GM power plant, couldn't figure out the mid engine in the back, put it in the front. So Can-Am basically took my whole concept and ran with it, the slingshot.
Oh, God. So
So
that's right. These was that.
no, no, the Polaris sling. They took that whole shit and ran with it. So they're selling them at 20 grand.
Mm,
Like it cost me 20 to 30 grand for a freaking slingshot. So that right there cost me about out of my from ground up probably about 50 grand, 45, 50 to make. And I was selling them for like 55, 60.
damn.
So yeah, I can still get them. You know what I mean? I can get a shell. I can get a shell for a decent amount. And if you got a donor bike, you put it in, or I can get a turnkey ready to go. And then you just register it as a custom build.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I can still get them.
There go
All
that.
right.
There he is.
So
Tall brother right there.
we sitting there and we what the fuck was we doing that day?
Look like y'all up to no good.
Nah, it
In
was
food
something
shop.
going on. He was gonna cook. I forgot what he cooked. Whatever he cooked, the shit was banging. It was either French toast, pancakes, something like that. We was in Orlando, and he like, yo, man. Every time you touch down, you don't tell me you here. You gotta tell me you in my. I don't even know where you live, man. You live all over the place.
Right.
So we were at somebody's house, and he's like, they ain't got no ingredients. I was like, all right, cool. Well, let's go shopping. And as we rolling down, he said, all right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna tell you right now. We doing self checkout. And every time I do self checkout, my rule is 2 for 1, self checkout. So all them Walmart memes is about your ass. Like what the fuck? So me and that
um.
man, politic all weekend, man, and real good piece. And look at it. We just woke up. I don't even think we washed our face. Nothing. We just
I,
rolled out the
he
crib.
he look old as shit in this picture. I know he gonna kill me for saying that shit, but
Nah, man, he's cool as shit. Like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
some things that happened that weekend, and some conversations and some speakerphone conversations that Like he hung with me for a whole day and
Mm,
saw all the calls that I got and all the conversations that I had. And a lot of people didn't know that he was sitting right next to me. It's the first time that anybody's ever seen my world on that from that end. And he's
mm.
just looking at me like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, it's it's crazy. So yeah, it was a lot. It was an interesting day, man. So it was another level. Every time I meet that brother, it's another level of respect.
Yeah, that's I call him my big tall brother, man. That,
Yeah,
that dude got my
yeah,
back.
yeah.
So, uh, what we got next here?
This nigga. So
Ah,
this is my man from Phoenix, right?
yes, yes, yes.
So it was crazy because um he got some really nice dogs and he rides. I think that red bike in the back is his. I'm not sure. But he does ride. He got some dogs. And every time I see him, it's always love, my man. Always love. He stayed with a do rag on. He came out the other day with no do rag. I was like, dog, you got a whole ass hairline that I ain't never seen in like 10 years, like however long, like 5, 6 years. But yeah, that's my man right there. He's cool as shit. And
Okay.
local Phoenix. Yeah,
So we
man.
go. So we said the same thing because he came to Memphis and he had his hat
Uh,
on. And I was like,
right. Yo, but
wait,
it's not far back. Like my man got a real hairline.
yeah. Like, see,
I got a couple Lego pieces missing right here a little bit. Like the Lego, the puzzle pieces, they don't line up right. Might have to
look,
put some soul
look,
glow or something.
look. I
But
got a
my man,
smiley
like
face.
it look, is my man got it straight across the forehead like it's high school. It's him and Big R got real hairlines.
Those motherfuckers keep those do rags on 24/7.
You
See,
when you keep a do rag or a hat on, you expect your shit to.
yeah, lean back like Fat Joe.
Nah, him and Big R got for real legit hairlines.
Yes, yes, he said Lego pieces. Yes, yes. My ass got a smiley face going, extra smile. Like, yo, I looked at that picture when I had dreads. I started tearing up. Like, what did you do to me? All
Right?
right, it's all
Age,
right.
nigga, age.
Right, right. It's all right though. We growing old. Who said this?
Big
Big
R
R.
look like a real ninja.
Yeah, yeah, he do.
That's
Right?
because Big R is a ninja.
It's a
As big
rare.
as he is, he will sneak up on you.
Oh, all right, I had a story on that one. So we was doing the Fallen Soldier event, and I just got there. I ain't see this dude in the front. I know I just drove past. I ain't see nobody there. I parked. Nobody there again. I stopped. Tom was sneaking. This motherfucker sitting right there, like he went in the whole time. Like, what the how the fuck? How the fuck you get over here? I don't know. Like,
And
still
the and the,
question.
the, the crazy thing about Big R is you look at like to me, Big R is the essence of California. You
Mm,
look at all them California movies. You look at How to Be a Menace. You look at Menace to Society. You look at Boys in the Hood. You look at
mm,
all that, and you see that element of Cali, the way they
mm.
talk, the way they swag, the way like Big R will have a heart to heart conversation with me, and I low key feel threatened because the way he be like, "Yo, so what you gonna do? What you what you gonna do about it?" You know what I mean? Like, but he said it out of passion. But
Right.
I feel like like nigga, what you gonna do? Like yeah, like
Like,
so
dude, you about to
that
go? What?
man, yo, but that man, I can call that man 4:30 in the morning, and boom, he's there. That
Yeah.
man has he listens, and I don't mean this in any kind of upscale kind of way or anything like that. That man listens to me. And that man, I've mentored that man for years. Big R was the reason I left the national board. Did I tell you that part?
No.
We were on a call, something went down, and the first national board that I formed, because I invented the national board and I've
Yeah, we talked about
handpicked the
that.
national board. Yeah, and I put them together. So the first national board that I formed, there was somebody on the board that was trying to off all my peoples because I had peoples in certain places. So Big R was one of my cats, Bruiser. I had a whole bunch of people across the nation strategically placed
Mm,
that was, if that kept it real. You know what I mean? They wasn't position jocking, they wasn't doing none of that stuff. And Big R was one of them.
mm,
So somebody on the board, their mission was to off all the Scorpio's people and put his people in place.
Mm.
Yeah, this is some drama shit from way back in the day. So
All right.
we get on a call and they like, yo, we about to terminate Big R and blacklist him. So not only are we gonna terminate him, we gonna blacklist him. He can never be a Rough Rider again, ever in life.
Damn.
And I'm hearing this, he's on hold. And I'm hearing this. I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you terminate Black R, I'm off this board and fuck y'all. They get on the call, letters already sent out, terminated and blacklisted Big R.
Oh shit.
That was the day I said, I'm done with the national ball. Y'all can have that. Rock out. Do you? It's changed hands since then.
Yeah.
And the cancer that was on the board is now gone. That was way back in the day.
All
But
right.
it's all good. You know, it is what it is now. But that day, I was like, yo, they like, yo, who is this cat to where Scorp's like, fuck y'all. Who's this one cat? Like, that's my
Hey.
heart. Big R is my heart.
Mm.
On Phoenix. The prospect was coming to Phoenix this year, and they stopped. It's a 3 hour ride. It's how many of a bikes, caravans, chase vehicles, yada yada yada, and people talking about quote unquote just the prospect, just the prospect, just the prospect, like you
You
ain't
ain't.
good enough to be one of us. So a prospect's mother died when they were riding the Phoenix, and it's a 6 hour ride. So halfway through the ride, 3 hours in, they looked at him and they was like, yo, what you want to do? Big R was like, we'll turn this whole caravan right now and take you back to the hospital to be with your family.
Mm.
Like, who does that for a prospect? Like, that's how down to earth and that's how much we see eye to eye. Like, I would do some shit like that. You got the whole caravan going to an annual and you about to turn this caravan around for a prospect.
Right.
People don't do that shit. So the prospect looked at the whole whoever and was like, yo, I'm with my family. And he came down.
Mm.
He came down to Phoenix and I met him and I heard the story and I vibed with him and he ended up going back. I think that Sunday. He ended up leaving earlier. But yeah, man, Big R is my heart, man. That's my dog right
Yeah, that's one of the real dudes. I mean, it's kind of funny how I got to know Big R, but
there.
once I met him, then we got because it. All right, I go play this. It's kind of like when Nipsey passed away,
Yeah.
and I saw a random picture of Nips with Wah,
Hmm.
and I was like, oh, so he was cool
Hmm.
with so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a little tribute to Nips, put
Right.
him on the R so like that. And I don't know, someone from Cali took it from my page and put it on a group me, their
Uh,
group me, California group me. All I know is I got a freaking message, and I was like, who is this? So I was like, you know what? I don't know who this is. So the way he talked to me, he must got some stroke. So, so I like, hey, tell him. I mean, it's already out there. People already took it, but
uh,
it's already too late. He said, no problem. So I meet him later that year in New York, in Spanish Mom's Halloween. They said, yo, California here deep. Yeah, Big R right there. I was like, slow
mhm.
turn. He's like right there. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so I'm this how listen. When I get you face to face, I clear the air. But when I
Right.
did with him, because he's big as hell, I was like, you Big R? He's like, yeah, what you want to do? So I like, hey, it's infamous. He's like, oh, you the one made the. I like, oh, yeah. So, but since that day,
Yeah.
man, me and him been fucking chopping it up, cool as
And
hell. You know,
crazy because another thing is that was the day that I told you where they terminate him.
yeah.
That was the day that I stopped rocking my corporate. And it wasn't a fuck corporate movement. It was just I didn't really it was quantity over quality.
Mm,
And now you're offering some real cast that really love this shit. So um there was a situation in Phoenix. We had a meeting, a corporate meeting in Phoenix. And my thing is I'll rock my black or I'll rock it. It is what it is. I'll rock my black vest and I'll wear Rough Rider shit all day long. But I don't even know what happened to my corporate at that time.
I think we
But
talked about this last time. You said,
yeah, and then there was a situation where you couldn't get into a meeting without your corporate on.
yeah, we did talk
And
about
yeah, and I went into the meeting and I was like, yo, and based on the story I just told you, Rough Riders is an organization put that man through some shit.
it. Wow.
And I thought Rough Riders put me through some shit. So I was had my little chip on the shoulder. But then I saw him with his corporate on. I was like, if he can wear that shit, who the fuck am I? I ain't special. So since that day, I still haven't gotten my corporate, but I got my corporate. I there was a box of vests next to X's fucking casket, and I was like, yo, I need a vest. And D was sitting there. I was like, I don't know who those vests belong to. What size are you, Scar? 2XL. Scar, just get the vest, put the vest on, Scar. I'm like, yeah, but Scar, who are you? Who are you? Put the fucking vest on. I put the vest on. It was a wrap.
I swear to
Yo.
God, you could prank call the shit out of somebody with that shit. Swear to God. That's what
Yo.
I really just I see him right now. This
Hmm? Yeah, man.
sitting back, probably got his right leg out. Who the fuck are you? Remember who the fuck you are.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah. Who are you, Scar? I'm like,
yo,
but yeah, somebody said, talk about the divisions and how they came about. You want to get into that?
yeah, let's get into
I
that.
can't see these names. I just see Facebook users.
Yeah, they don't want to follow the StreamYard rule, but I'll tell you who it is.
All right.
My man Fabian. Fabian he's from Florida now. He used to be in Philly.
Okay. So Fabian, how that came about was
Let me put that question.
is I think that's Cougar, right? So how it came about was again how we make money. This is when the music is popping, everything is popping, and then there was a way to why I wanted to set up key people in key markets like our top selling industry music markets and
Mhm.
always have a plug, always have a connect in that market with the street and with the industry. So um, we went up and we had to connect. So every time we went on tour, there was a group of people that are street team. So if you bump into somebody that say, "Yo, I've been a Rough Rider for," you know, because Rough Riders lifestyles really kicked off in like the early 2000s. So you got, I've been a Rough Rider since 96, 98, 99. Nah, bro, you wasn't a Rough Rider in 96, 98, 99. You wasn't a lifestyle Rough Rider. But we did have people in markets like you got Hulk and you got Lil X. You got cats that have been around and they've been part of our street team. Before social media, we had a street team.
Mhm.
So we had a stunt team, which was the bike cats, and we had a
Right.
street team. And the street team people, we would bring 20, 30, 40 of them on tour and they would just throw flyers around. So that's how that kicked off. But when it kicked off, I was like, yo, why? We talked about this. I was like, yo, let's do the whole lifestyle joint. Let's start a bike club. And based on why I was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We can do the bike club. And then it was Wise idea to say, yo, let's throw everything we love into this.
Mm.
So we worked out in the park, calisthenics, yada yada yada. So let's do thug workout. We
Yeah.
like dogs. We like dogs because I can't say it because this is on YouTube. We had a situation with dogs back in the day. So let's do dog division. Let's do dog division. Matter of fact, we gonna do dog food. Let's play dog. We got dog food. Of course the bikes. You know what I mean? And then what was the other one? Da da da. And car. The
Car and truck.
car and truck. So the dog division came off with pretty much X and X's. We all love dogs. Don't get it
Mm.
twisted.
Right.
Y had dogs. I had dogs. We all had dogs. Everybody had dogs. I'm not sure if Lil X had dogs back then, but
According to him, yes, he did.
okay. So if he said he did, then he did.
Yeah.
So we all had dogs. Tip had dogs. Everybody had dogs. But X was the one with the whole you know what I mean?
Right.
So X was the one that kind of pioneered that whole dog movement.
Right.
So we like, all right, we're gonna capitalize off of X and the dog. Then when Jen came in. One of Jen's campaigns was around the time of Fast and Furious.
Mm-hmm.
So I did stunts in Fast and Furious. I doubled Ja Rule and I doubled Tyrese in Fast and Furious. So when Fast and Furious came around, Jen and I doubled Luda. So we go to Florida and it was the whole Fast and Furious movement, this, that, and the other. So we did this thing in New York, and the campaign was a bunch of tuner cars like Fast and Furious with ours on them.
Right.
So we paid to get a bunch of cars done up to make Rough Riders look like a car club for
Ooh.
Jen
Okay.
and his campaign, and the shit just grew legs.
Okay. Yeah, now we got the origin of that. Honestly, I always want to know where. Like, I like one thing I do respect about car and truck. The fucking cars look awesome. Like they
Man,
But I'm like, who the hell came up? I never knew like where they
yeah,
came up with
that was the origin. And then when we sat back, we noticed amongst ourselves like we all got fly whips. Like back then, I had the BMW 3 Series M, the coupe. Like Swiss had Ferraris, D had Ferraris, Y had a freaking Hummer, the original joint. Like we
Oh
all had fly
God.
ass whips. Like we kept our whips mad clean. And so we used there was a parking garage in Harlem, and it was only a certain amount of people that could walk into this parking garage. First come, first serve.
Mm.
You walk into the parking garage, like give me the Lambo or give me the Porsche or whatever's there, and you rock that shit for the day. Like
Shit.
we all shared whips. Like you come
That
up if you woke up late and you was stuck with the Porsche, you was stuck with the Porsche. You woke up early, you jumped in the Lambo, you got the Lambo. Like it wasn't no, oh, this is infamous Ferrari and Scorps Porsche and aftermath Lamborghini. And nah, we had a legit garage where you would go and the keys was hanging. Whatever you grabbed, you grabbed. And
damn
you
it,
flossed that for the
I
day.
joined too late. Shit. Fuck. I joined too late. So we got car and truck dog, of course, bike. It was some other things. I had the workout DVD. DVD.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
had it.
yeah, yeah,
I had it. Yes. And yes, I did some pull-ups on my streets in the corner of my street, looking like fucking Biggie Smalls video. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
I was doing that shit and going to the gym, going to
But
the
here's the
playground.
thing, though. Here's the thing. It was crazy because we wanted to do the whole essence of a thug. I'm not going to get into it because I did it already.
Mm,
But it's the whole: you go to jail, you come, you got no weights in jail on the island, so you got to do calisthenics to look right, to keep right.
right.
So, and then when you get out, that habit is hard to break. So you in the playground doing calisthenics.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where why his mind is like on another level. So why was like, yo, let's do fitness from the streets, thug work out like a thug. You don't need to join no memberships. You can basically do your body weight calisthenics, and the calisthenic built and strength is different than a gym built and a gym
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like for example, when I went to jail, I was benching 275 for a minute. Then I went to jail for like 2 years. The calisthenics came out. I'm benching 350, and I was smaller than I was when I went in because it's a different kind of strength. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's
So and again, because we were thugs, because we were tied to a label, and back then gangster rap and we were all frowned upon. Somebody saw that and ran with it. I'm gonna drop a name. You remember P90X?
yes.
That cat
Yes.
make millions off of
Yes,
our
he
concept.
yes, he do. Yes, he do. In fact, well, I downloaded it for free. Haha. You ain't know for me. We had it
You
on our
want
old
that
computer.
summer? You want that summer body? That if you really, really look at it, look at P90X, look at Thug Workout. They came out right off the heels of each other. When
Yeah.
Thug Workout failed, because you ain't gonna have no people out there that are law-abiding citizens with gardening gloves on doing pull-ups on the street sign.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So P90X was really commercialized. It was backed by the Caucasians, and it was a beautiful thing, and it took off. They made money off
Yeah, I call it a watered down. It was just watered down. You owe us some money. Stop acting like that. But it is what it
right?
is. It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, so We got it's more divisions because they just made. I think was it the pit fight? Was it last year? And I think I just saw just say
All right,
MMA
so
division.
so I was trying to do that because my thing is hold on, my bad. I was trying to do that because my thing was, again, I volunteer. I'm not a coach, but I used to professionally fight MMA back in the day.
Okay.
And then in the pit, when we used to fight, there's drama. Like we was a situation where Jay Justice, the director of the Rough Rider Anthem video,
Okay.
how he got that job, it was him and another director that wanted it. And why was like, if I could find that footage, why wouldn't I'll post the footage on podcast later. Why was just, yo, y'all want it? Put him in the pit.
um.
Wait, put him in the pit? What do you mean put him in the pit? Take the dogs out the pit. The pit's in the basement. Take the dogs out the pit, put them in the pit, and whoever win it gonna direct the video.
Hey.
So Jay Justice go down and he beat the shit out of that dude.
He really wanted it. Shit.
He beat the shit out of that dude, and Jay Justice knew bikes. So he beat the shit out of dude, and he got to direct the Rough Rider Anthem video. So then that pit that a lot of people don't know, like that Kimbo Slice in the backyard and
Yeah.
MMA and all that, we've been doing that. Like we would literally fight when the dogs are done. We jump in.
Damn.
Flip mode versus Rough Riders. Rough Riders versus heavy hitters. Heavy hitters versus what was DTP? Freaking Ludacris's joint.
Really? What was
Yeah.
this?
This was back in the day.
Damn.
Disturbing the peace.
Damn.
So I'm not gonna say no names because these people are celebrities, but we had a situation where we used to rent Sony Studios, and Sony Studios is Buster was talking about this the other night on the BET Awards. Sony Studios was an easy 50, 60 grand a night. And you got millions of dollars worth of studio equipment, grand pianos, drums, all this other shit. We would rent Sony Studios, clear all that shit out, and fight in the freaking studio. Tonight, we got heavy hitters versus Rough Riders.
What was that thing they had? What was that thing they had on BET? It was not the
20, 30, 40, 50 grand purses, cash.
What was that? Not in the label. Remember when BET did in the label Rough Riders? It was like probably 5 years ago. They was talking about that shit there too.
The shit was crazy. Like we used to fight in the pit. And then it was funny because we after we got done with Jin, like Jin, we didn't have to put Jin. It's all kind of pits. It's the rap battle pit, the fight pit,
Right.
the bike pit. Like everything that's a battle happens in the pit, right? So we signed Jin off of 106 in Park.
Yeah.
We leave Manhattan, drive to Sony Studios. Jin think he about to lay down this what you call it. He about to lay down this track. Nah, we put some gloves on Jin. And we was like, all right, fight Cassidy. If you a Rough Rider, we getting fights all the time. We go on tour. There's always a fight. There's always drama. You got, and yo, he Asian. He can fight. He good.
Racist bastards.
He's my brother to this day. I still talk to Jin, and we still communicate. You know, not verbally, but we communicate in messages and text and all that shit. That's my man. Like it's always been love with Jim. Real humble dude. That's
Right.
hip hop history. Forget Rough Riders. That's hip hop history. Jen is the only Asian to ever get signed to a major record label.
Wow.
Cassidy beat the shit out of Jen that night. I think he broke his nose.
I had a feeling that you was gonna
He
say
beat
that.
Cassidy beat the shit. Jen, I'm sorry. You got your ass whooped, boss.
There you go. Your answer. You already answered it. You already answered it. We always wait for the answer. You already answered it. Cassie beat that ass. Cassie beat that ass.
Wait, they have a thing, Scorp. A lot of people want to know why you have good handwriting, why the signatures is off the chain. Trinidad, West Indies. All my West Indian people, keep that picture up. All my West Indian people, all my West Indian people in the West Indies in Trinidad, there's literally a class, like you take English, math, so forth and so on. There's a class called penmanship.
Yeah.
And you have to past that class. So calligraphy is a real thing. I was just watching a thing on my school the other day, and people talking about, oh, the signing shirts originated here, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. There's a school in Trinidad called RC School, Roman Catholic School. At the end, when you're graduating from graduating from primary school, we used to sign each other's shirt,
Mm.
and I'll post that in the podcast later too. But that's where I got it from. It predates anything that anybody said. Like this is back in the '80s when we used to sign each other's shirt. That shit came from Trinidad. So you could thank Trinidad public school system for signing all your shirts today.
I think
This is
I saw a picture of that, like
yeah,
white tees and
yeah, exactly. We used to
not
sign each other's shit at the end of the year.
not in black ink, not in black Sharpie. They had they other different colors.
It's been modified.
Okay.
This on the front, who's on the back, platinum this, black that. We just used to sign it. We ain't had yearbooks back then, so we used to sign the shit. This is it's a cat. There's a cat from that started lifestyles with us called Bumpy Face,
Okay.
and this is his son. So what was crazy to me was, um, he's talking to me. He's talking to me. He's like, "You don't remember me, do you?" I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "Well, last time you saw me, I was this big." I was like, "All right, cool." He said, "My dad's Bumpy Face." I'm like, "What the fuck?" So that was a shocker to see what's happening with like my son, Young Riders, and see people that we started with generational.
Mm.
I went to a bike night the other night, probably like a month ago, and this young cat rolls up on me like, "Yo, you know my pops?" I'm like, "All right, cool." And I kept him moving because people say they know me and I know they pops all the time. All
Right.
right, cool. He's like, "Nah, you know my pops." I'm like, "All right, cool. Who's your pops?" He's like, "Pat." Chi-Town Pat that I started Chi-Town with? Yeah, that's my dad. And it's a grown, not grown, he's like between 18 and 21. And
Mm-hmm.
he's on twos and I'm like, yo, that's what's up. So it's just it's inspirational to see pictures like this that you know these kids when they was in diapers.
There you
And
go.
a lot of people are like, yo, Scorp, you look, you don't even look that old. You got to think I started this shit when I was 13. So I wasn't much older than that.
Hey, man, black don't crack, you know.
Right?
You know, it don't crack.
So yeah, that's what that picture is. Did you have a question about this picture?
Well, you kind of already answered because I was like, so if anybody really want to know, when I said, oh, I said on my live before this episode, I said I'm gonna have some picks. I'm gonna have some picks from this episode. This man hooked me up. So, so I'm not even gonna take one. Like I found this shit on my own. Like this man hooked me up.
He said about the shit alone.
No. But it is some pictures that I picked out. Like, yo, this look
Right.
interesting. Like they got some stories on behind them.
Yeah.
See, I know this guy's story behind it.
Yeah, man. This one was look at my girl Rude Gal. Let me tell you, Rude Gal, I know there's people in the picture, but the person in the background screaming
Mm-hmm.
is first of all three of these people are my hearts. Jay Boss, you already know that story, man.
Yes, sir.
That's my brother right there. Whenever I go to that side of town, New York, Jersey, whatever the case may be, um, I don't want no fancy hotels. I don't want nothing crazy. I chill at J Boss's crib. Um, you know, and sis will make me a plate that just she cook her ass off. And yeah, she will make me a plate. And then she's really cool with my family, my wife and everything. And she's really, really good people's man. Like that's my heart right there too. And then Rugyal, she's probably screaming and cussing somebody out. Rugyal is one of those people that she talks to you regular, but
Mm-hmm.
because of her Jamaican twang and her tone, she sounds threatening.
Okay.
Nigga, you know I love you. I love you now. Yeah, you're like, I
Yeah.
love you too. You know what I mean? But that right there, like, that's my heart right there, man. Like Rugal and I, we've been through some ups and some downs, and the downs that we went through, um, very, really long story short, I had Rugal pull. She had a Hummer, and she pulled my Venom 3-wheeler. She pulled it to Miami, and then Brooklyn, the state rep of Texas at the time, pulled it out the back. When
Mm-hmm.
he pulled it out the back, he was driving, and he got T-boned by a truck pulling a boat
Oh.
and lived, and was able to drive the Venom to the venue. You did that shit in a T-Rex, it'll look like a tin can. That's
Right.
to tell you the build structure was different.
Wow.
So it was a situation where she had to get back. She had to get back to Texas. And she bounced. She was like, "Yo, Scope, I gotta go." I'm like, "All right, go." So, but I was pissed because the whole situation went down. Not her, pissed at her, but she thought I was mad because basically she thought she left me hanging in Miami. I
Okay.
was like, "Nah, we had some situations to handle." So that whole down lasted about 10 minutes. I called her the next day. I was like, "Nah, we good."
Mm.
And she was like, "I love you," this, that, and the other. So yeah, she was one of the ones that helped. She is one of the cornerstones on that prospect packet. People have remixed it and crossed some I's and dot some T's and took some good shit out, and put some other shit in, so forth and so on. But she's the one that actually sat down and gave us the original prospect packet.
Cool.
And that made sense. Do push yeah, do push-ups. Why? Because I said so. Like, no. Like, for example, why I gotta tuck my shirt in? Okay, well, what if you're doing something? What if you're working on a bike or a bike's up on a truck? Like, it's a hazard. Why I gotta have my hair like? Why I can't be like? You know what I mean? Because if your hair get caught in something, or like it's a hazard. You know what I mean?
Common
Your
sense.
shirt, your shirt's hanging out. It's a hazard. So it's yeah. She put a lot of shit into it, man. It was a beautiful thing.
Nice, nice. I haven't seen Rude Girl in a long time.
I would randomly. I'm really, and for people hearing me that have received some random old text from me on a Tuesday, hey, you good? Love you. I do that with Rude Gal all the time. You know
Okay.
what I mean? It's been a minute. It's been about a good month. So I gotta, every now and then I wake up with somebody on my soul and I just be like, yo, love you. How you feeling? You know what I mean? So
So that this episode got you. Hey, you got a job to do. Get back to talk about this for me. Like we was just talking about all white.
wow.
And I see
So
white. What?
so this was my shop. And then the shop was Mad Pitbull 2008. Shit. So I said 10, 11. So 2008. So Mad Pitbull was the shop. The
Mm,
name of the company is in the background called Trimodal Industries.
okay.
And that's the T logo in the back. There's a story behind that T logo as well. Over that bike, so that's the white bike that Brooklyn, the guy I just told you about, not Arizona, Brooklyn,
Mm,
Austin, Brooklyn, Austin,
got
Texas.
you. Got you.
He crashed that bike, and then this bike right here, it's a 750 with a 1000 front on it. Like we used to switch up front ends and do all that shit. I call that shit tuxedo 750. Dude standing in the back with the dreads, that's Blue. Blue is cool as shit. I remember one time, I actually, again, after this whole venture, I dumped all my money into this situation. So I literally lost. When I say I lost everything, my man, I lost everything. I got a habit of doing that. I gotta stop doing that shit. So I lost everything. And he had a real big house and he took me and my family in. So speaking of taking me and my family in the brown dress, that's my wife. She's pregnant with my second kid. And the little dude right there is Ed. That's my son.
Wow. Look at
So
that.
yeah,
Got-
that's
Look at that. Got
back in the
history
day.
on here.
Yeah, that's back in the day, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, look at him. So we
Oh,
got
the Trimodal industry.
yeah. What about it?
I remixed that logo and gave it to Trump for the Miami Trump Towers.
You wait. You gave something to Trump?
Yeah, man. He was cool back in the
Well,
day.
that's true. That's one thing. I ain't gonna lie on here. Listen, I was
Yeah, Trump was
Trump was
cool back in
he was
the
cool back then. Keyword back then. We don't know what the hell.
day.
Or he probably was hiding that shit very well back then. We don't
Nah,
know.
he's actually a cool dude, but the politician, he is a showboat. He's a
Oh yeah,
showboat. He's
yeah.
a celebrity, but behind the curtain on some laid back shit, he's a cool cat.
Listen, I tell everybody this shit. Those that from New York, New Jersey, PA, we know about Trump. So
Yeah,
this,
Trump,
this is
Trump cool as shit.
this new to y'all.
Yeah,
We
he's
know.
privileged. He's very privileged, but he's
Oh
cool
yeah.
as shit.
Oh yeah. But he won't give you $20 if you ask him though. I'll tell you that right now.
Nah, he won't.
There go the picture. Found
This
it.
is my only photo with X ever in life. So Blue, again, the guy that was standing in the background, he's off to the right.
Okay.
Knox in the black V-neck shirt.
Okay.
Those three, Knox, KB in the white shirt, and Tito with the red shirt on. Those are the
Right.
founders of Phoenix. And X always used to call Knox socks. I don't know why. But those were the founders of Phoenix. Those are the ones we did the other podcast with when we got approached by Hell's Angels and we had to figure that situation out. So you
Right.
got KB, Knox, Tito, and I remember one time Tito went through a rough patch,
Mm.
and when Tito went through the rough patch, um, he needed a vehicle, and X gave him a car. So
Mm.
like all of us was like real tight with X, like real tight with X, and but yeah, Tito is no longer a Rough Rider. He's with another club.
Okay.
Knox is still a Rough Rider. KB was gonna go to another club because back in the day, Y and I came up with this thing called OG, and it's OG status.
Hmm.
But me and Y again, we ain't had no real plan behind it. We ain't had no structure behind it. We just you OG, yeah, you a best, and you were just the OG type dude. Like, can't nobody touch you. So it got a little out of hand because Cass was just running around claiming OG. And go ahead, go ahead.
I'll definitely gotta ask you about that. So
So
what's
yeah,
your
Cass was going around claiming OG, and then these guys were OGs. Everybody in this picture was an OG, and it came a problem with Phoenix, and it was like, yo, your OGs is out there causing drama because you had the regular chapter that was trying to spark back up. Then the OGs came back out, and it was like, nah, we the real Rough Riders. Y'all ain't the real Rough Riders. I was like, oh my god. But
oh,
these cats are, they did some shit back in the day, like the whole real willies and dogs, and so it wasn't as commercial as it is now. And when they tried to come back out, it was a problem, and the chapter didn't accept them. So what did they do? They threw on a black R. I'm like, no, don't do that.
okay.
It's not what it's about. It's not what it's
Oh,
about.
we are not gonna waste our time because it's
It was just like the default was, oh
uh
fuck it, black R. No, no, no. So, anyways, they did that, and KB called me one time, and KB was like, "Yo, man, I cannot put anything else on my back outside of Rough Riders." I was like, "All right, cool. Just go ahead and chill. Just be a Rough Rider." So everybody else left except for KB and Knox. But yeah, this is my only photo with X ever in life.
wow. And
And if you look at X's right hand, every time I met X, I always gave him my motorcycle chain bracelet. So
mm,
every bracelet, iced out, motorcycle or not, um, X got it from me. And it was one time somebody gave me a bracelet. It was iced out. It was like a $20,000 bracelet. And X took a picture with it, holding the bracelet like this. He was just holding it
mm-hmm,
like, because he liked me. He liked the bracelet. He's like, yo, let me get that. I said, yeah, hold it. You can check it out, but it's sentimental to me. And
mm,
Swiss came up. Swiss was like, yo, how much you want for the bracelet? I was like, dude, it's like a $20,000 bracelet. So Swiss broke me off some cash and he said, you need to get that to X. And he gave it to, and I gave it to X. And ever since then, every time I met, and I bought another bracelet.
mm.
Every time I met X, without question, what up, my man? How you feeling? You good? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here you go. So all X's bracelet collections came from yours truly.
So every time he got your bracelet. He probably put it in a box to where
Nah, he be rocking the shits.
oh, I was about to say I thought it was something new or something, but
Every
so
time you see, because I used to have the platinum ones, I used to have the iced out one. They were all bike chains, though, motorcycle chains. So
okay,
every
okay.
time you see X with a bracelet on, that was for me.
So all right, so here's my oh wait. That's aftermath. He just got here. So
Oh shit!
we already
Is
talked
that who
about
is that who said? Guess who's here? I can't
yeah.
see Facebook user. I'm about to log on to Facebook and press mute.
I'm watching. I got the live next to me. So that's how I got to find out. Since y'all don't want to
Oh,
follow
okay.
rules, so but since you brought up the OG thing, right? How do you
Mm.
how you feel that they went from OG to lifer status and the stuff you gotta go through or the requirement.
Guarantee called me up because it's sad, but it's sad. But what happens in lifestyles a lot is how's my audio? Because I just opened up
Oh,
the
you
Facebook.
good. You good.
I'm good. Okay, so it's sad, and I'm gonna just keep it real, and I don't want to get into it, but it's sad in Rough Riders a lot. People try to um people try to make history. And when they try to make history, they almost try to make history to the point where they're doing too much. So you'll never, and I don't mean this in any kind of cocky way, you'll never have my history. You'll never have Infamous's history. You'll never have Aftermath's. You'll never have Y history. You'll never have that history as an individual. But what you can do is you can create your own history. You can do your own chapter. Not chapter as in motorcycle chapter in the book of history.
Right.
You can make an impact. But there's some bitch niggas out there that will sit back and talk down on you to get at your girl type shit. Yo, he ain't shit. He got 6 chicks on the side, and he don't really work, and he a security guard down at Walmart. And so what it was is people would sit back. There was a point in time where I was deleted from history. Like I didn't exist. Then it was like, oh, everything that Scorp made, we got to dead it and start from scratch. So instead of putting some structure behind OG, which I will admit it had no structure. It was just me and Wild walking around blessing niggas. Just we had no record, we had no structure. What does an OG mean? Like, are they untouchable? What can they do? Yada yada yada. So they deaded it and they came up with Lifer. I don't know who came up with Lifer, but I remember Guarantee coming to me and saying, "Y'all need you to help me structure this whole this Lifer thing." And I helped them structure it. And I created the whole Lifer plaque. I helped him structure the whole thing. And he said, "You're going to be the cornerstone for Lifer. What you have to go through is what every Lifer has to go through. So I need you to do an interview tape. I need you to do this." I never did it. I ain't gonna lie. I just helped him with the graphics.
Okay.
And he sent me a plaque, and my plaque says 00001.
So you are
So
the very first.
first Lifer.
I
I'm the
mean,
very first Lifer.
very first lifer.
Yeah, so
But
that's how that came about.
I asked that. So this past, not I ain't gonna say this past, but we got a situation where we had somebody that was, I think they was recommended for lifer, or they was at the 10-year mark or past the 10-year
Uh-huh.
mark, and they didn't want to be lifer because they wanted to be president. So
No.
for what that's why I like the accommodations of being lifer. One of them is like, all right, if you go back to you want a title, you've given up your right to be a lifer.
Mm.
So that's why, like, do you agree with it? Is it that OC what you just said? I ain't had no structure with OG, but y'all
Nah,
got
I
structure.
like it's I'm not all right. Let me drop this clause in here real quick for you. Things
Da-da-da.
that I say, and the things that I believe, and the things that I live by are not even though who I am and within Rough Riders is not a representation of Rough Riders. There's changes that have been made, there's evolution that's happened, there's structure in place right now that I personally, as an individual, as a biker, don't agree with. You
Mhm.
saw the Rough Rider Anthem video.
Wait.
How many times have you seen that video? You have lost count. Tell me how many times in that video did you see us ride in formation?
Oh no, no.
If you see any, those who have ridden with me at an annual, I apologize, but I will break fucking formation. I will do wheelies in formation. I will do endos in formation. That's just me. Not because, oh, Scorpio, I can do that. Nah, that's how we rode. If you ain't had
I
no
was to say,
blocks, get your ass in the back.
I was about to say, shit. It's in your DNA. God damn it, shit.
If you ain't got no blocks, go to the back. Like, get out my way. Don't fall in front of me.
Yeah,
or move out the way so I can wheelie.
I mean, you kind of you kind of just made the national road captain kind of picture that line.
Oh hell yeah. So the thing is like, and then I finally again compromising. Like, okay, y'all want to ride 2x2, like little reindeer. I'm gonna break off to the side, and I'm gonna stunt on the side. I'm gonna stunt. That's why I love, like again with the big R, I love LA. You got your lane to stunt in.
Mm,
When AJ and all of them we was doing our thing is like go to the right and stunt. When you start a hood ride with the bullhorn, there will be no stunts today. Shit. Yeah, there will be. But yeah, the OG thing is the OG thing turned into the lifer, and the lifers are doing that thing. And sometimes you have to. I don't know that individual's case, but sometimes you have to take a position to make some positive changes, and sometimes they want the position because it's a position job. I don't know the individual. I don't know the case. It's my first time hearing it, but those are the two scenarios. Those are the two
right,
sides of the coin.
right.
This bike, that's the bike that Lil Roscoe has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That,
because
so you gave that to him at Phoenix Annual, right?
yeah, it was in my garage with a flat tire collecting dust. My
Mm,
boys then got dirt bikes. They done went and um they got dirt bikes. They got Grom, so they outgrew it. I would
right.
get on it and go around the block every now and then.
Oh my god.
And I did that because it's a street bike, so you have to teach how to lean on a bike when you go around a turn. So that taught them how to lean and throttle control.
Mm,
When we got onto dirt bikes, that taught them gears. Then we went to the Grom. They were able to put it into the what they learned from the pocket bike, what they learned from the dirt bike, put it on the street bike, and now they can switch gears and lean. So it was literally in my garage, um, collecting dust. And when I went to Phoenix Annual, I saw this little kid, and this little kid was just like he didn't say shit. He didn't. He's a kid in diapers. I don't know. Kid. He wasn't that verbal, but his actions.
mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was Phoenix allergies or Felix pollen or whatever, but my man had the only snotty nose the whole weekend. Every time I turn around, he's right at my heels. And his dad is speaking for him. Yo, he wants you to sign his helmet. I sign his helmet. Yo, he want a picture. Like he wouldn't talk to me personally,
Mm-hmm.
but he was all up in the mix. And then I fell back and I watched. Um, his dad's a vested member, mom's not, kid's not. I watched the way his wife and his family interacted with the whole environment, and I was like, "Yo, this is deep. This is what's up." So I cleaned the bike up with some wipes and baby wipes, baby bike. I don't know if that was planned, but I cleaned the bike up,
It's by accident.
and
It's,
I told the dad, I was like, I pulled the dad to the side first, and I was like, "Yo, man." Because I know some families are real funny about bikes and what
mm,
kind of dangers they put their child in. So I said, with your permission, is it okay if I give your son something? And he's like, sure, yo. I said, no, it's not like a t-shirt or a keychain. Like I want to give him a bike. He's like, what? I said, yeah, it's been sitting. I don't even know if the bit start. It need a tire. He's like, no, yeah, that's cool. So I brought it the next day and I gave it to him. And then he's sitting there with this look on his face, like, what's going on? I don't even think he knew it was his. He was just sitting there like I'm sitting on a bike that's my size. And I'm trying
mm,
to drill in his head that this is yours now.
mm.
This is yours. You can have this. And as a matter of fact, because of your snotty nose, I'm gonna call you Roscoe. You know what I mean? And then to talk about the name and the little recent drama with the name, the that was kind of crazy because it's not official. He's not an official member,
Right.
and I knew Roscoe. I mean, that was real tight with Free, real tight with those people. Free's my heart, Free's my sis,
Mm,
and there was no ill intention behind that.
right.
There was a member called Pinky out of Phoenix. Pinky went down, going around the turn, and the cables on the highway filleted his body.
Ooh.
I got there before the ambulance got there and covered up his body. He was gone by the time I got there. But I saw him with everything hanging out, the whole nine, like intestines, guts. Like he was dead. He was damn near in half. And his name was Pinky. There's my sis. So his name was Pinky. And there's so many variations of Pinkies out there that are legit soldiers walking around with that name.
Yeah.
It's a very common name.
Right.
So when I say yo Roscoe, I'm thinking Martin. Yo Gina, little Roscoe.
Right. I got you.
So
I got you.
there was no official name. There was no official. Your name is Roscoe. You vested. It's a kid in diapers, and there was no ill intent. And again, some people like in the comments, I was like, well, do we recycle names? Like, how does that work? And Ivy was like, I can't see another empire. So it's like, wow, these names really do mean something to people.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't see another Pinky, but the Pinkies and the Pinkies and all the variations of Pinkies that I see out there, they're cool as shit, and I'm not mad at them, but I don't fight them for being called Pinky.
Right.
So I mean, I'm tossed about that, but the initial naming him Lil Roscoe was not like, yo, what the fuck are you thinking, Scorp?
Yeah.
So
I remember this the thing, and I like I said, I get both sides because but he's like you say, he's a kid. He's a little baby.
yeah, and
It's not like he got
Look, Cashmere's fallen soldier, right?
right.
Cashmere calls me barking. She's upset. Yo, what's up? You out here naming people after, soldiers that this, that, and the other. She not barking, but Cashmere's tone.
Yep.
She's nicely sharp. So she comes at me and I'm like, Cashmere. And I said, check your text messages. And I sent her a picture of the kid. She's like, Scorp, it's a baby? I'm like, yeah, it's a baby. She's like, no, wait. So it came to me that you vested somebody and called them Roscoe. I'm like, no, it's a kid with a nickname. Like the he's legitimately in diapers. He's not even potty trained yet.
Right.
Like my man got pull-ups. So her whole tone, Cashmere's whole tone switched. And she was like, Scorp, it's a baby. I'm like, exactly. It's a baby.
See,
So they say, oh,
that's
well, because he came from you, he's gonna want to be named Roscoe when he crosses over, and this and that. And I get that. I understand that now, but we talking literally 19 years in the future.
right. And if he, I mean, my thing is, if he do want to become Rough Rider,
Right.
trust me, there is ways. Call him Little Roscoe, call him
Yeah.
something like
That
that.
little boy might be 500 pounds. We still gonna call his ass Little Roscoe.
Shoot, I'll probably call him Big Roscoe. Hey, you never know. But I mean, my thing is, and that's our sister.
Or he might grow up and be like, I'm done with this Roscoe shit. Like he
Yeah,
might
yeah,
do some research. He might do some research on who Roscoe really was, not our fallen soldier Roscoe. He might do
yeah,
some research on Martin Roscoe. Be like, I don't want to be named after that man. Like, what the hell? I don't give a fuck
yeah,
who gave me the name. You named me
yeah.
after a snotty nosed kid that was disrespectful. Nah, I'm past that.
Or like you just said, make his own history. Get his
Yeah,
own, make his own crew, and his crew give him a name. Like but we
exactly.
don't know. We don't know. So,
Yeah. So there
but
was nothing ill behind that. But
yeah.
to this day, his dad sends me. He sent me the whole bill process of the bike, um, and all this other good stuff. And I understand. I'm not justifying that people shouldn't be hurt over it. So I'm not justifying
Oh
that
no.
at all.
All right.
So I understand why people are hurt over it. Like I understand when I see another Pinky. Like if I see a Rough Rider named Pinky, um, it doesn't hurt me, but it touches me. It makes me think of Pinky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I
So, all
totally
right.
get it. I get it. Like I get it.
So this picture right here, um, I don't know if I touched on this the last time. This is when the stunt team left Rough Riders. Wink,
Uh, I don't think you went into detail on it.
yeah, Wink and Y had a disagreement, and we left Rough Riders, and we decided to go on tour and call ourselves MWB, which was the new crew. We weren't calling ourselves Rough Riders. We were calling ourselves Men with Blocks.
Okay.
So like Men with Blocks kind of copied off of Men in Black with the whole stuck tie and the suit.
Right.
Because Men in Black, they all had the suit, but instead of having like weapons, we had blocks,
Got
and
you.
we would go around and call people out because of that whole chrome helmet shit. We'd call people out. Yo, how many blocks you doing? Yo, can you throw this shit up? You can't throw this shit up. We gonna take your helmet. You got that Officer Musk here. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada yada. So that was the whole Men with Blocks situation where we decided to leave Rough Riders. After that, Y and Wink made amends, and um, we came back to Rough Riders, and we were Rough Riders again for a little bit, and then it ended again when Lifestyle
Oh man. Yeah, I did. Thanks to our brother Lil X found a freaking video of Wink doing the
What?
blocks. Block. He had his I told him, yo, I just stole your video and put it on my TikTok. Just letting you know that. I stole your video.
Yo,
That was
yo,
crazy. I was laughing my ass off.
Wink was the fucking god when it came to blocks, man. This picture. That was about 15 minutes before I got arrested.
God, wait, from
Yeah,
the story you just told us?
yeah, story I just told where the dude was like, "Yo, yeah, I chased the midget on a 4-wheeler." That was before that. But I just came from Florida and I met this cat. And again, my memory, I've legit been in 3 comas. So my memory with names and faces
Right.
is really, 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 really like beyond bad abnormal. Like I'll forget you after meeting you after 5 minutes ago. And that's just my short term is just shot for shit. So
Shit.
the thing is, you know how long it took me to figure out your name is Antonio Meekins? I'm like, who is this motherfucker? Like, I couldn't figure it out. And then when I figured out Antonio, I didn't know who Infamous was. Like, my mind is just, it's wired different. So I'm in Florida. My man's like, yo, man, we go back years. I'm like, yo, if I had a dime for every time somebody told me we went back years, I'd be a rich motherfucker right now.
Rich
He
with
broke out. He broke out the receipt. He was like, check it. I was like, oh shit.
like
And
shit.
I told him to his face, I do not remember that picture. He's like, let me get your number. We changed numbers and everything was cool. So, and to me, in my world, that was a month ago was the first time I ever met that cat in my world. But
Wow.
apparently, we got a history, which is cool. It's good to know
Oh
because
yeah.
I got childhood friends I can't remember. So
You got like, some you just said you got short term memory, so if y'all come and see, y'all know Scorp there, y'all see your man has some type of receipt, like, hey man, we go.
yo, he had the receipt.
Hey, look, motherfucker, there's like 13 pictures of us wilding, you know. So let me get this. Who I got here?
Oh
I just had,
man. So
I just had Big
I'm
Brother on
sitting
here too.
I'm sitting here with him, right? Again, bad with the names. Bad with the names. I got him
And so
on Facebook as look, that's Boost. I got him on Facebook as Chico. They talking about, yo, you want to talk to Boost? I don't know no goddamn Boost. I said, show me his Facebook. He showed me his Facebook, sure enough. Oh, that's Chico. That's my man. What up? So come to find out, he is now building the trikes. Not the ones that I had, but he's building another variation of a T-Rex. And the shit is fly. The shit is sexy.
oh yeah,
So we sat back. I think was it the night this picture was taken? I think it was the night this picture was taken. We and Florida flew me out, so I'm supposed to be socializing with the membership and doing my thing. But for like an hour, him and I was just off in the corner, just talking mechanics. I'm a motorhead, like
got
bikes, cars, combustion, just cubic, like anything bike. We just talk. I said, look, man, I'm sorry, no disrespect, but we literally got to end this conversation because I can sit here and talk to y'all ass all night about automotive and
you.
bikes.
Exactly.
He's like, yeah, let's go. Like people was actually sitting off on the side, like waiting for Scorp to get done. Like,
Hey, bro, I don't know why people. I don't know why people like do that. Like, I understand they don't want to be rude and don't like,
right.
but they stand there like a Hollywood premiere. They can't go past the damn fucking belt. And they're like,
Nah,
oh,
man, nah.
I'm patient, but yeah, he cool ass dude.
Look, so David Birdsong, which we know who that is, talking about
Mm,
Myrtle Beach shaking my head. That was the year that I got arrested, and yes, he was there. And come to find out, that was his bike I was on.
Oh,
So
that's why you
yeah,
shake
that
his
part.
head.
Yeah, that's that part. That
Let it
was the fun
go.
part. All right, so this part, this was again, this was a couple months, a couple weeks ago. This is
Okay.
Bell, this is Rebelde and Nando and
Yeah, you.
Scorp and what's the name of the back? I forget his name. Man, it's on the tip of my tongue. But all of them are cool ass peoples, and they had the VIP. Like when I say it was a small annual, it wasn't big, but the vibe was crazy at that annual. The vibe was just amazing, man. That small, intimate family vibe. And then you got Nando, who's like, who the fuck riding name is their real name?
you know, you'd be
Like
surprised. You'd be
that's
surprised.
like some real. That like the only other person I know who riding name is their real name is Wop.
You'd be surprised, bro. It'd be like motherfuckers. I'm
Yeah,
saying, like, yo, I say they name. They're like, yeah, like, no, no, no. What's your Ryan name? That is my Ryan name. Like, no,
yo,
no, no,
that's
nigga.
some cool
There's no
shit. I ain't
way.
even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna. I got a corny ass name, Ed, Eddie, Edward. My shit is corny as fuck. But when you got a cool ass nickname that can actually be your ride, now you got Joaquin. Ain't nobody calling that nigga Joaquin all day. We gonna call you Wah, and that's your name in Rough Riders, Wah.
Right.
So you got Nando. His name is Nando. That's some good shit.
It's easy to
And then
remember.
you, yeah, and then you got Rebelde, and is she's cool as shit. That's little sis, man. That's Jaji reincarnated.
I met her. I think I met her in Memphis. I'm not sure.
Uh,
I think it was.
and
Yeah, they
those two, whenever I go to Florida, man, utmost hosts, man, like the most humble will give you the shirt off your back. The most like that's like real quick. That was like instant brotherhood right
nice.
there. You know what I
Nice.
mean? But it was funny, man, because he like they're clowns. Those are the ones that keep trying to get me drunk, and they're vampires too. They don't sleep. They don't sleep
Oh
at night.
shit.
Like they go to bed 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, but it's always a good vibe. Like when you meet somebody that's good vibes, and whether it's bad or good, they tell you what's on your mind. It ain't no I'm gonna go talk shit behind his back. Like if something ain't right, he's gonna let you know right then. Aftermath went and cleaned up their whole goddamn did he say something? We call his house the black hole. Yeah, because niggas get lost in that shit. Aftermath went in and redid their whole garage. Like it was crazy. Like
Damn.
it's family. It's family, family, family. We installed a stripper pole in the living room. And
The
yeah,
fuck I
it's
missed?
yeah, it was crazy. The video that you talking about where we singing,
Yeah.
when the camera pans across, nigga, there's a stripper pole in the middle of the living room.
See, I knew I should have put that video up here. I knew I should have put that video. No, it's not because it's a video and a picture. You should think you should like, yo, you my brother, because it's a picture of you. I think I don't know where, but you was on a bus, and I
Oh
swear,
yeah.
like you was dancing on. I was like,
You
yo,
can
what?
throw it up. I don't give a fuck. You
No,
can throw it up.
I don't got it. I don't got it. You lucky. You lucky. I was like, yo, this is
Oh
he
shit.
dancing? He checking
Nah,
it.
we was in Puerto Rico, and they start doing all this shit in the back of the bus. There's a stripper pole in the back of the bus. So Spanish mob comes on the mic, and everybody just sitting there. It's like a high school dance. Everybody against the wall. Like Spanish mob is like, "Yo, the bus driver said this is the most boring bus he ever been on, and the bus is rocking. Music is rocking. Shit is popping." So cats got up, started getting on the pole. I got on the pole.
Oh my god!
I got
Damn.
on the pole. It was epic. It was beautiful.
That's a classic moment I missed again. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm pretty much done with the pictures though. You dang it. But but so what's next for Scorp?
um, like I said, the I got this habit of giving my all, and this is not a pity party. I'm not asking for anything. I got a habit of putting a lot out there and giving a lot to where I keep shorting myself. I'm still going to be a generous individual. I'm still always going to give, but my circle, somebody in my circle pulled me to the side the other day. It was like, yo, give when you have it. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Or you don't have it to give right now. So, shirt off your back is cool, but then you're gonna catch a cold and die. You can't give a shirt to somebody else. Not those exact words, but
right, yeah, I get what you're
basically there's a time and place for everything.
saying. Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I gotta really buckle down. It was a reality check. Like I said, somebody in my circle came up, and that's the kind of people you want around you to be like, yo, you fucking up. Or you're too nice. And I get being nice. I get being nice. I get being humble. And that'll never change about me. But I tend to go overboard sometimes. So reeling back in, that was a realization. So what's next for me is with this, I've added to my circle, and I believe the circle around me is going to elevate me personally to another level. Um, as far as Rough Riders is concerned, um, what's next for Scorp? I'm gonna start bouncing around some more because a lot of people don't know BET is one of my clients. I have my own marketing company, and BET is one of my clients. So I'm always at like hip hop awards, BET awards, Soul Train awards, MTV,
Nice.
country music awards, all those other shits, and premiere shows, Tyler Perry shows. Like I'm all over the place. So when I touch down, I'll roll up in your annual and not tell you I'm there.
Listen,
So
if you do that, please, for the love of God,
so
I'm begging you.
what I'm doing now is I'm coming to the annuals, but now I'm making it known. Like, okay, I'm gonna be there. Or, I'm there. So what's next is I'm gonna start traveling and being out there some more. Um,
Nice.
because I would always travel and be there, but I would be there in the cut.
Mm,
And then a couple of people will recognize me and notice me, and then I'll go home, call it a day. And they'll be like, yo, Scorpio's here. What? Nah, you lying. And there's no photos, there's no nothing.
I was
So
just about to say, would you please do the prospect?
do the prospect.
Do
No,
the prospect.
I got a couple prospect shirts in the closet,
I
but
sw-
I can't do it now because you put my face all over every fucking billboard, so I can't
hey,
hide. I mean, I could lose weight, gain weight, put on hair, lose. I got different looks that I can do,
that's what I
but
said. I mean,
I'm running out of looks, nigga. I'm running out of looks.
I mean, listen,
So
man, they should know who the hell you are anyway. So they should, but they don't. And listen, I said I was
all
gonna do it one time, but yeah,
right. What else
I
did
did.
you want to touch on? Because I know we freestyling, but there was something that I wanted to touch on that's really Rough Rider centric and Rough Rider heavy. So, what else you got? What do you have on your checking list?
Well, you know how I think we got into it last time about the Black R. Uh, but how do you feel that people is going every other direction with it?
With it,
And that's not what it start. That's not how it was.
all right. So there was a part in the Rough Rider Chronicles. I think that's what you was talking about with DT. There was a part with Rough Rider Chronicles where Y says DMX asks for a candy bar and they bring him a candy factory
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
of who he is. Um, and I know it sounds funny, but and I love and appreciate the way you guys look at me and so forth, but I still don't know who I am to other people because I'm not that other person. And again, I'll always be Ed. But I was faced with the ask for a candy bar and they brought me a candy factory. So when certain situations happen and I disagree with why or disagree with corporate or had a family bout or I didn't disagree with, yo, that's not right within the artist and the other. I had a group of people that love me that were like, "Oh, you pissed? Then we pissed. Revolution." No, that's not what I meant. Like, so now I gotta be careful with my emotions
Mm,
because me being ticked off at A and not wanting to fuck with A, and if I don't fuck with it, I'm just like, nah, I'm not fucking with that, and I'll keep it moving. But
mm.
somebody would see that and be like, "Oh, you're not fucking with it? We gonna start a movement that don't fuck with that."
Right, I got you. I got
So
you.
it's not like Scorp spearheaded the Black R and the whole negativity behind it,
Right.
but oh, the Black R Scorp shit. He mad at that, so that means the Black R must be mad at that. So we all mad at that. Black R for everybody. Fuck corporate. No, that's not what it is. Like it was a whole. It
I
just
mean,
went left.
I
So
mean, I remember it was like I ain't gonna I'm not gonna lie, I think it was like 2014, 15 when I learned about it. Like I used to mind my damn business. Like fucking, I'm here to
right,
have fun, blah blah. And then it was a certain group. I ain't gonna name
uh,
names. And
right,
I was like, what the fuck going on? And I see Black Heart here, Black Heart, right? Like, oh, okay, this is what I said, just like you just said. Like, oh, this is fucking hell yeah!
yeah,
And I just brought me a Black
uh,
R in Myrtle Beach that year. Like, well, fuck it,
yeah, man.
put the R. In.
Nah,
And
it's
then
about
then it's spearheaded to something else, and it's like now some people they got the Black R's,
yeah.
but they're afraid to put it on because now you put it on.
Nah, here's the deal. Like I said in the PSA, a lot of the things that I feel and I um I agree with may not be, I can't speak for all Rough Riders and I can't speak on behalf of Rough Riders.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say is it's common sense, man. Like the whole somebody hit me with a DM talking about so many people are buying items for their wives and their kids and other stuff. Brother, I've sent you t-shirts for your wife. It's like somebody legit told me to my face. I went to an event and there's so many wives with your hoodies on, we can't tell who are members and who are not. So I was like, if you can't tell who's a member or who's not, then you need to open your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna touch on that for a little bit and I'm gonna leave it alone. So the conversation that I had with Y and some folks on the national board was basically you got to realize there's a crew out here in Arizona called Thundercats.
Okay.
They're an actual MC, a 3-patch MC, they're more MC than us.
Right.
They're called Thundercats. Their logo is the fucking Thundercat logo from back in the day.
I seen that shit.
Then they're called, and the thing is, their Thundercat logo, the embroidery is reflective. So every time a light hit that bitch, it looked like a stop sign. Like it looked like the fucking Thundercat whole sign.
Yeah.
So it says the video ended.
No, it didn't.
Okay. So it's crazy because these cats ain't running around talking about, yo, everybody that got a Thundercat shirt on, take my shit off, take my shit off, take my shit off. A lot of people say, oh, that's our logo, that's our this, that's our that. It belongs to us. Nobody else is supposed to have it. What a lot of people don't realize is that it's a blessing and a curse to go beyond the historical hip hop foundation of what we call Rough Riders now. Rough Riders Records is a label. DMX, Eve, this and that. Just like Bad Boy, just like what's the other one? Bad Boy and all those other people, that like it was an actual record label.
Right.
So No Limit Soldiers, No Limit, all that. There was a label behind that.
Right.
So you have to understand that the R is a consumer product. The R, the logo, is a consumer product. That logo that's above your head right now is a consumer product. The logo is. So whether it's on the front, the back, the side, there's nothing in the world, and I don't really like pulling rules and regulations in because I don't know it that well, but there's nothing in the rules and regulations saying that nobody, if you're not a member, you can't rock the R. So I'm a fan. I'm a hip hop fan. Right. I'm rocking this R merchandise all day long. Supreme has a freaking R hoodie with an embroidered patch on the front for $400-500. So I can buy that, but the minute I pay the prospect, I gotta take that off because I gotta earn the R. You don't have to earn the R. The R is a consumer product. What you have to earn, you don't even have to earn the vest. Honestly, you pay for that. You have to earn the love and respect of your peers, the love and respect of your chapter in order to wear that vest. You don't got to earn the vest. You don't got to earn the R. You don't got to earn the signature. You don't got to earn none of that shit. You got to earn the respect. And once you earn the respect and you earn the trust and you earn the love, everything else falls into place. So leading back to, did you play high school sports?
Yes, sir.
Were you varsity?
Yep.
Did you get your varsity jacket?
Yep. Still
Okay.
got it.
So here's the deal. What'd you play?
Football.
Okay. Perfect. So you know that your varsity jacket is for your varsity people.
Right.
The coaches can wear it. A teacher that went to that school before cannot wear that varsity jacket unless they played varsity.
Mm-hmm.
That varsity jacket means that you played varsity for that school at that amount of time.
Right.
That's what your jacket was. Nobody else can rock that varsity jacket unless you play fucking varsity.
Right.
You also know that in school, there's a shit ton of merch. Let's just say the school is a devil. The nigga with the Glee Club got on a devil shirt. Homegirl got on a devil shirt. The cheerleaders got devils on their freaking uniforms. The teacher coming one day with a devil shirt. Everybody got devil merch on.
Yeah.
Everybody. You cannot rock that varsity jacket unless you played that varsity sport.
Good.
So
Gotcha.
I'm on JV prospecting. I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning to go out and hit this sled, and I'm putting in that extra work. But you tell me I can't put on the school merch. I can't rep what I love. I can't rep what I'm proud of. But the nigga with the Glee Club pushing up his glasses got a devil shirt on. But I got to take off all my devil shit until I get that varsity spot.
Nah.
Make it make sense.
Nah.
It doesn't make any sense. I know a lot of people disagree with that, but it simply does not. If we made up our own shit like Hell's Angels or Soul Brothers, or if we had our own thing and we started as a core MC or a core club or a core whatever, and you can't Kappas, you can't just throw a Kappa jacket on, call yourself a Kappa. You gotta earn that.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? But what if Kappa was a record label first? What if Kappa was really a consumer product first? That logo.
Mm.
So because we start up Coca-Cola riders, nobody's allowed to wear a Coca-Cola shirt until you've done prospecting and crossover. Nah, man, that varsity jacket is like our vest. So I don't care if there's a big ass R on the back, as long as it's. I can go right now and buy an NYPD shirt at a gift shop. That's the same NYPD shirt they go through the police academy with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's like if you want, like I'm an ex Navy sailor.
Yeah.
And I seen people here that have not been swear in, but they got the hoodies and the sweatsuits and shit on.
Right. Right. But here's the flip side of that story, my brother, is what I've learned in my years is you have to always put the shoe on the other foot. So you have back in the day, you got the Greeks and the Roman, you got the god of Mars, the god of Jupiter, the god of this, the god. That's how the planets got their names from Greek mythology.
Okay.
These people legit thought those were gods in the sky. You couldn't go back right now in time and tell them to their face, that's a planet. They'll kill you. How dare you spike that god? Because that's his gospel. So you have members that came up with the gospel of you have to earn the R. You can't wear the R. You can't blah, 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 blah. I just had a conversation with an individual the other day that gospel is imprinted in his head. So for me to come and tell you that planet, that's a planet, that's not a god. So for me to come and tell you the R is a consumer product, they can wear it. You're going to call bullshit on me because it's been engraved in your brain, engraved in your heart. That's all you know.
Mm.
So I completely understand how this shit can rub people the wrong way because that's how they've been taught. You remember the prospects that had the underwear on the outside?
Yeah.
and the president and a couple of the board members got removed.
Yeah.
I talked to the president that week, and he was hurt. He was like, "Dog, it's not shaming. I have my underwear and my stuff signed in my closet, and it's a symbol of pride to me. But that's his gospel, and I'm not knocking him for his gospel. Gay, straight, black, white, Chinese, Muslim, Christian, whatever, we all different for a reason. Country music, rap music, whatever, we different for a reason, and I love that about us. So the thing is, I'm not going to spite him because he respects that underwear. But at the same time, when you look at the common sense of it, and you look at somebody that doesn't know the explanation behind it, you're like, yo, what the fuck? There's religions out there that sacrifice animals. Let Peter get a hold of that shit.
Shit. Have a whole damn fucking march over that shit.
You kill the chicken, bitch. You eat chicken. So, it's like, so it's, right or wrong is a matter of perspective. But then there's also, to keep it real with you, there's also common sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we got to keep the sense as common as possible. So I even had another chapter say, okay, we had a meeting and we agreed that you can put the R here, 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 but you can't put it there, there, and there. You had to have a meeting and you had to agree on something, because saying they're not allowed is not out there. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So that's on us. And another thing I wanted to touch on was us being around us, man. A lot of times people say, hey, Scorp, how can we get it back to the way it used to be? We can. But what we're doing is we're doing a lot of us hanging around us, trying to outstage us.
Yeah.
I am not saying any of the annuals I've been to, I'm not saying any of the bike nights I've been to. When I say I can't point it out to one person, this is all of us collectively. We go to these bike nights, we go to these annuals, we hang with us, we kick it with us, then we go chill with us some more, and then we're with us on our weekend with us, which is cool. But at the same time, how we used to do it back in the day, we would go to All-Star Weekend. And when we come through, yo, Rough Riders is here, because we have other people that are non-Rough Riders that recognize us. All this drama with who's wife and who, stop talking to my girl, and because we ain't got no choice but to talk to. If you single and you try to hit something that weekend, it's a bunch of other people booed up. I talked to Beast. Beast, I love you. Sorry, I'm about to put you on blast. Beast came back to the room like, Scorp. I met Beast for the first time in 20 years at the Southwest Florida annual. Beast came back to the room and said, Scorp, everybody booed up. Well, like ain't no puss. Everybody booed up. Which is true. Everybody's with everybody. You can't go, and I'm sorry I'm saying this, but you can't go nowhere and have no legit groupies, because you can't call your sis your groupie.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? So the thing is this. What we used to do was All-Star Weekend, Super Bowl, major events. When we pull up, it was, oh my God, it's Rough Riders. X is dead and gone. The label is pretty much dead. We're trying to revive it with Little Y and some other stuff going on. But essentially, there's no hit like Eve. There'll never be another Eve. Never be another Locks. Never be another X. Never be another Drag On. That era, that ship has sailed. But if we go to All-Star Weekend and we hold an event at All-Star Weekend and we roll up on this event in All-Star Weekend with people outside of us, I guarantee you, if Drake is at Drake or another celebrity is there, they may not know Scorpio, they may not know Infamous, but they're gonna be like, yo, they go that R, Rough Riders. They know us.
Yeah.
We're instant celebrities. I went to an event last weekend. I don't know if you saw the post where I ran out of gas. I went to an event last weekend And it was 1, 2, 3, 4 of us at this event. There's dogs. It's a bunch of high class people. It's like Scottsdale, the Beverly Hills of Arizona. They
Okay.
got exotic vehicles, Lamborghinis, Bugattis, Porsches, dogs, all kind of cars, bikes, Ducatis, blah 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 blah. And when we pulled in 4 deep, 4 deep. That's it, just 4 of us. The way we pulled up, cameras was all on us. Like, there go Rough Riders. Oh my God. That's when I ran out of gas in front of the cameras. But that's besides the point. The point is,
Hey, at least at least you stop right there for the front.
yeah. But the point is, if we can go to an event and not just parking lot pit, but get together and ride. If we all don't ride, let's go to this. Like, I love what the dog people are doing.
Yeah.
We imagine, okay, to all my dog people that are listening to me right now, imagine going to a bully picnic and it's just Rough Riders at the bully picnic. You want those other bloodlines, you want those other vendors, you want those other dog and bully people there.
Mm.
Imagine going to a car show and it's just a Rough Rider car show. People are flying in. Not a lot of people could drive their car in. But if you go to a car show, you go to a car show with other people and you pull up as Rough Riders.
Right. And we did that before. Like, we went to the car show in New York. And we walked in New York, New Jersey, PA, walked in deep.
Yeah.
Walked in deep.
Yeah.
Like, we had enough people to spread like a damn field trip. You think over here, you think
Exactly. And again, it's not about knowing us individually, like, oh, I'm Scorp, I'm infamous. When you roll into an environment like that amongst strangers, within your essence, our essence of car, truck, dog, bike, you roll up into those essence and they see that R, because of the legacy that's been laid prior to us, or not prior to us, prior to what's here now, that legacy made us automatically instant celebrities. Dr. Dre, MC Light, Busta Rhymes, Drake, all these new people, freaking what's the name? Lotto, all of them. They don't know Scorp, they don't know Infamous, they don't know nothing. But you roll up, they're gonna say Rough Riders because of what's on your neck. They're gonna say Rough Riders because of what's on your back.
Right.
You are an instant fucking celebrity because of the work that went in to bringing you what you are today. So you don't gotta sit there and try to get on no high horse. You already on a high horse. We know each other as individuals, which is a beautiful thing. But we gonna hang with us is crazy to me. The bike nights, I'm going to bike nights across the nation, and it's a bike night with us. You just got out of a meeting with 30 people you argue with, then you go have drinks with them. All right, we just argued behind closed doors. We squashed our beef with family. I love you. Let's go pull up to this bike night with 300 other bikers, and let's roll in and make a presence. And once we roll in on the bikes, we coming in on the bikes. Boom, boom, oh shit, Rough Riders is here. And some badass cars come behind the bikes. And then after the badass cars come behind the bikes, we all dismount off the bikes. We all get out the cars. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, a bunch of badass dogs come out. And we just walk through that venue as a pack. Guarantee they're going to be like, you want that status? You want that celeb status? You want that, hey, look at me. If that's what you about, then do that. Take it back to that.
I mean, we kind of did that like not that long ago. I don't know why I always keep on bringing up Memphis, but that's what happened. I'm sorry, people. I had a great time in Memphis. Shoot me, but we was in the lobby, and they had the XFL, the USFL, one of their teams was there. Had some people from overseas there. They had a wedding party. I don't know if you saw the video, but every time someone
I saw that shit. They looking at the idiots in the freaking lobby. I watched the video. We were being idiotic, and it was beautiful. We were having fun, but at the same time, I guarantee you, everybody that walked through that lobby, that wedding party, recognized the fucking R.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, they're still here. We A mantle has been passed to us. Like I said, we'll never be that DMX, we'll never be that whatever. But a mantle has been passed to us, and we have to understand that the logo that we wear is a straight up consumer product. That vest is us.
Mm.
When I talk about my circle, you got family, and I know you got some family you don't like. But that circle, that family you have under your roof that abide and sleep under your roof at night to share your address, that you got to put on your insurance because they live with you. That's all the people with the vest. Everybody else is a fan,
Mm. Like
is a
that.
legit straight. You can't hate on Michael B. Jordan for fanning out and putting the shirt on.
I don't know why I was gonna bring that up. Like you,
Whether it's in the front or the back, whether it's in the front or the back, it's a shirt.
that nigga behind dudes though.
He
You gotta
cannot
pay his
be a
dues.
Rough Rider unless he puts on a vest. If he
But,
puts on a
I mean,
vest without going through the proper channels, even as Michael B, we got to talk to you, brother. You can't just, you know what I mean? You
okay.
can't just, you can't just, you can't just throw that shit on your back. Tyson was there first, Brian McKnight was there first, Wesley Snipes was there first. You can't just sit there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna just, throw this. I bought this shit off eBay. I'm gonna rock this. No.
No, no.
Where do you live? You got to report to your chapter. Because you're a celebrity, you're gonna bring us more stuff. We might let you slide on a couple things, but
Yeah,
bro.
wear that in your movie for us for a minute, you know.
Exactly.
We let you
Did you
slide us
see
in the movie.
exactly, man. Exactly. Did you see Alfonso with the fucking Rough Rider shit on it? And the superhero joint he had on?
Yes. Yes.
A lot of people don't know. When we did the first LA movement, he was riding shotgun in the T-Rex with Magnum when we shut the highway down. He was working for BET. So he was a host to follow Rough Riders all through LA. We had a wrapped helicopter that was filming and we shut down the highway. That LA was the first highway shutdown.
Ooh.
We didn't shut down highways in New York. If we shut down a highway in New York, somebody crashed and we was waiting for them to get up. We didn't purposely shut it down and say, let's do a stunt show. That shit started in LA. Alfonso, he was the first, he was riding shotgun. And after that ride, we handed him a vest. So he is a Rough Rider.
Shit.
And he couldn't go on his show and straight wear a vest, but he showed love.
He rocked the T-shirt. I was
He
like,
rocked the T-shirt, he rocked the X shirt, he rocked the Wu-Tang. He said, yeah, he said, yo, I'm a hip-hop fan. Wink, wink. If anybody follows me on Instagram and I say, yo, I see you, my brother, if you see his comment to me saying that, you'll understand that he's a Rough Rider.
so now, all right, I got one for you. So I'm everybody that knows me is the reason why I say I'm the infamous the champ. I'm a wrestling fan.
Laz Alonso. I kept saying Alfonso. Laz Alonso. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm a wrestling fan. So there's a wrestler for AEW named Eddie Kingston. And this dude, he's straight up New York. I don't care what no one. This thing is New York certified. Tim's, baggy, New York. But he wears the DMX hoodie. He wears the DMX basketball jersey. Has the hat on. He always quote a line from not just X Locks all on his
right.
On Instagram. Yo, the dude is and I inboxed him. I said, bro, yo, I appreciate. I'm a Rough Rider. I appreciate what you're doing. When you come down here, I got. I said,
about to pull out the belt. You got some shit for him?
I said, I got an X patch for you. Motherfucker, they came down here. I swear to God, if I show you the picture how far he was from me, I'm trying to call him loud and shit like, Eddie, I got your fucking patch. Eddie. I had my vest on too. So you could like see it. But bro, I get where you going with it. Like, if they had a vest on, you see the problem. But this is consumer. I used to always say this shit too.
None of this shit belongs to us. You got to think of it too. It's like when a gang has a certain sign and they throwing up gang signs, like that's their actual gang sign. This is sign language for R. I was in Phoenix and I told a prospect, throw the R's up. He looked at me like I said, burn the sun down. I said, no, throw the R's up. And when I said it, the whole lobby, like somebody hit the DJ table. I said,
Go
it's
ahead.
the sign language for R. It's the
I,
sign language for R.
I guarantee you one person's like, go ahead, do it.
We're not a gang. We're not an MC. This does not belong to us. This is the universal. So if we got a deaf person prospecting, he can't sign no R's when he talking to
That I, I'm really trying to hold my laughter because that's fucked up.
us. No, it is fucked up.
It's
But
fucked up.
I'm putting it on the table. I'm putting it on the table.
I'm-
Okay, as soon as you start prospecting, you can't do this. We gonna fuck up that nigga whole vocabulary.
He go, man.
He can't sign shit with an R in it.
Motherfucker had to write. He got to start writing his shit every.
That nigga sign language gonna sound like Elmer Fudd when he sign language.
Wait, what's this? Oh, we got reading this comment right here.
What's that?
Need Scorpio on love video for all to hear all over because man, the facts.
No, but the thing is, here's the deal. We have to learn to hold on to what's truly ours. And that vest, again, we don't want the vest to make us, we make the vest. I stand by that 110%. But you have to realize, like that varsity jacket, that vest is us. That's us. Regardless if it's on eBay or not, it's us. So if you go to an event and you see people with a shit ton of Rough Rider shit on, and there's 50 people there, and you see 10 people with a vest on, and you come back and tell me you can't tell who's a Rough Rider. That don't make sense to me. That vest is us. Like I said, with the Police Academy, the NYPD shirt, you could buy that at a gift shop. That's the same shirt that they go through the academy with, aka prospecting.
Right.
I can go buy one of them shirts right now, and that money goes towards NYPD, a portion of that, or NY Fire Department. What I cannot do is I can't buy a badge, buy a gun, and go start pulling people over like my name DMX and I'm a cop. That I can't do. I have to go through Police Academy, and while I'm in Police Academy, I am currently petitioning to put the R's back on the shirt. I got X amount of states and chapters that are putting the R back on the prospect shirt. Why? Well, you could put your state, you could put your name, you could put the no. As far as MC and gang rules are related, this is just facts. We're not a gang, we're not an MC. We can't claim territory.
Right.
So for you to have prospect on the back and Mars on the front, you can't claim that territory. You can't claim that city. You just can't. And you have to show, depending on the market, the MC market or the gang market, to separate ourselves from that and also to abide and not get jumped, you got to say who you're prospecting for. So my thing is, I would say this, no. And I know it's gospel to a lot of people, but you do not have to earn the R. You can buy that shit. You have to earn the love, respect, trust from your peers in order to wear the vest that you fucking paid $500 for.
Whew.
You didn't earn that vest. You paid for that shit. Now I understand the symbolism behind the vest. Once you do get it on, like that varsity jacket, once you do get that varsity jacket, you walk through the hallways. And how'd you claim your girlfriend back in the day? Tell me.
Say that again.
How did you claim your girlfriend back in the day in high school? Tell me how.
She had my vest.
Tell me how.
She had my vest.
Tell me how. What was she rocking? What was she rocking in the hallway?
My vest.
Your jacket, right?
Oh, all right, my jacket. You know what? I got so stuck in the conversation.
No. You understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No disrespect to nobody, but as soon as you take that varsity jacket off, you my bitch now. Look, you go with me. We go together now. You know what I mean?
You want to wear this? You mine?
It kind of leads back. It kind of leads back to property of in the MC world, which we're not an MC. Brother, I'm going there with you.
I know. Go ahead, cook.
I'm peeling the onion. I'm peeling the fucking onion, nigga. So
Yes,
it
I got
goes, it leads into that property of. Because we're not an MC, we cannot do property of. So that rule doesn't apply to us.
you. Hmm.
But at the same time, that vest belongs to us, man. Let the world honor DMX. Let the world be a fan. And this is when Y and I sat down and decided to do lifestyles. One of our main mottos was turning fans into family.
Mm.
Let's take these fans. That Michael B. Jordan, yeah, yeah. You know what? You know we got a motor. You know he rides. So hey man, you want to? Brian McKnight can never go out in public with a vest on because of who he was signed to. You're an artist signed to that record label,
Hmm.
and you're out here rocking a Rough Rider. No, you can't do that. So Brian was real shy with the whole being vested in front of a camera. You can't rep. He was repping the bike part.
Yeah, I learned that late. One of those videos, I was like, is he really riding that shit? This one like, yo, he's
Yeah,
one of us. I was like, wait, what?
yeah. If you look in the background, when we were in Florida, um, I pulled up like 6 of Brian McKnight's random videos. If you look at Brian McKnight's videos, then every single one of Brian McKnight's videos is a R. It's like a hidden Mickey from fucking Disneyland. There's
Goddamn,
an
where's
R on
all
the
the
couch. There's a fucking vest thrown over a couch in the back. That you look at a bike, there's an R sticker on the windshield. You look somewhere else, somebody in his entourage rolling up got an R t-shirt on.
man? Don't make me. I haven't watched a Brian McKnight video. I'll put that shit on YouTube. Like,
And
motherfucker,
freeze frame it. Yeah,
circle that
yeah,
shit.
yeah. This shit is real, man.
Oh
So,
shit, we broke our record score.
what's the record?
our
Oh shit,
$3
3 hours, 301.
record.
What's your current? I'm not trying to break your current record, but what's your current record?
Not the current record. That's because I'm talking about one on one.
Oh yeah. It's
You,
three.
you, you got the record. You still got the record. Now everybody else,
what,
everybody else, it had like a group of people.
what was the longest show you had?
Shit. I think 3.5. But that was the end of last year when I was
Okay.
doing like the class of
Yeah,
2022.
yeah, 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 yeah.
He was coming in. So, but one, you still got the record. Well, now
All
you
right,
definitely
cool.
broke your own
So
record.
let's jump into some comments real quick. Let's because we were picking them here and there. Do you have any questions?
Oh,
Oh, and you
me?
said what's next? You said what's next? I had a dream after your text the other night with the pit bull situation. I had a dream because pit bull was supposed to be my shop, and I created the logo. Outside of Zodiacs, it's the only logo I have tatted on me.
Mm.
Is the pit bull? That's the only logo I have tatted
Your
on me outside of Zodiacs.
your design? Or
Yeah, I
okay.
know he looked like he got Down syndrome. He had a stroke, but that's the pit bull. It's the only logo I have. I don't even have a Rough Rider logo. But all my
Oh,
tattoos are Scorpio, Zodiac influenced, except for this one. And it was my bike shop.
mm,
And the reason why I did it was we were supposed to have. I saw one of your podcasts. You were talking about nonprofit and 501c, blah 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 blah
yeah.
blah. We were supposed to have shops across the nation, and those shops were supposed to double as clubhouses. So you don't just rent a random shop, a warehouse, and then it opens on bike night and open on weekend and sell drinks over the bar. No, we have an actual automotive shop
Mm,
because of liability reasons. I don't know if we want to call it Rough Riders. Because of nonprofit, if you do a bike shop, you can't do a nonprofit bike shop. It has to be for profit.
right.
So let's call it something else. Let's call it Infamous Cycles. So you open up a shop, you call it Infamous Cycles. You're repairing motorcycles, you're detailing cars. You got a barber in there, you got a tattoo artist in there. That's your company. But in the back, that has a whole bunch of R banners all over the shit. That's the Rough Riders Clubhouse.
Mm,
So you're giving Rough Riders a discount because, and not no crazy discount. You're giving them a discount because it's basically free rent. But you, as a Rough Rider, as a business owner, you're making money with this shop. You're facilitating all of your brothers and sisters.
mm,
So, homegirl wants to go get her car worked on. She doesn't want to get robbed. Bring it to Infamous Cycles or bring it to Infamous Automotives. But as soon as we close the door at 5, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever time the door closed, the back door opens up.
That's that.
And
That's that.
away from the showroom, away from clients, vehicles, and all that, is our clubhouse in the back. And that's our Rough Rider clubhouse. Now, everybody has a clubhouse for free. And in that clubhouse, that's when you do your nonprofit and you put that address as your nonprofit address. So you recycle the money.
Nice.
So I got infamous automotive. Then I have infamous security. So yo, we need some security for this event. So infamous got 5 people with a bunch of dogs. They come through and they do security for the annual, and we pay infamous security 20 grand. Guess what? We write that shit off and get it back. We wash in legal money.
Ooh, nice. Oh, wait, we got a question.
What's up?
We got a question. How many of the original 11 still keep in touch?
All of us.
That, that was quick, wasn't it?
All of us. We actually have 3 group chats. We got a WhatsApp, we got a text group chat, and we did have a Facebook group chat at one point in time. But all of us.
It would now my question for that, my question prior to is it will be at any time we get to see all the original 11 at one time at one place?
No.
Damn it. Why the hell not?
It's just life. Some of us ended on bad terms. Some of us ended on good terms. Um, uh, I wish we could. I wish we could. We're all cordial. Some of us speak to Wink. Some of us don't. Um, uh, we tried to do it in Southwest, but Queen had a family emergency she had to take care of. So Queen, Beast, and myself, that was the first time we were going to be in the same area, the same event in like over 20 something years. So we can try. I already spoke. I brought Beast out for the last one for Southwest. I already spoke to Musk. So whoever wants to bring me out to another event, if you can fit Musk, he's low maintenance like me, flight in the hotel. You can even put us in a room together. I've been on tour with these cats, so it's nothing.
Right.
So you can put us in a room together. If you can fly me and Musk out, you got Musk. If you can fly me, Musk, and Queen out, you got us. So it's a matter of we have good relationships. And honestly, I haven't seen Musk in over 20 something years, even though we talk weekly. I text and talk to Beast all the time. But when I sat in the hotel, we were in the same room. I was like, Beast, yo, when's the last time I seen you? He was like, dog, it's been 20 something years. I ain't seen you since you left New York. I was like, wow. Like that didn't even dawn on me. Like that's crazy. So would you see us all together? Nah, not really. Nah, not really. You know, but we all keep in touch. We all send pictures of the kids, and all of our kids do wheelies, and it's a beautiful thing.
So there's zero possibility.
There's no such thing as a zero possibility.
Okay.
I'm just saying the chance is slim as fuck.
I was say, all right, people. That's you got a little bit of hope, little bit of hope.
Yeah, this is slim as fuck. But yeah, I had a dream after you talked about the pit bull thing, and I'm saying this out loud without any kind of plan whatsoever. I think I might turn Pitbull into a clothing line, like because people are asking me for Pitbull shirts now with the Pitbull logo on it. My DMs is crazy, yo. When you gonna drop? I understand the love for Rough Riders. Pitbull does not have a legacy like the R has. Never will. But that goes back to starting your own chapter, starting your own legacy. So my thing is like Ride Icon, like Scorpion. I'm not sure if you're familiar with those motorcycle brands, but come out with a line of stuff with the Pitbull on it. See what happens.
I mean the logo itself, man, it could sell. Right? We
Yeah,
know
that was almost. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying that like, we know the logo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And trust you, man. Like to have your logo. Let's just say T-shirt first on a T-shirt with a vest on.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I went to a chapter one time, and the bikes were art out, ours on the side, signature, blah blah blah. But on the tail, everybody in that chapter on the tail had that Pitbull logo. I was like,
Nice.
wow, that's love. So the thing is like you make it and I'm not trying to get rich off the shit. If I do, I do. But it's something I want to try. I want to put my toe in the water and see how warm it is. So I might do that. I might make it a line for clothing. You know, men, women, yada yada yada, so forth. So like again, I'm just talking out loud.
If
But
you all right, if he
that
start
might be
making
next.
if you start making money, I'm his manager. Get 10% of that. Yeah, no, you heard
You
it here
already know. Look,
first.
if listen, you gotta understand, and we ain't gotta put our personal business out there like that. You understand the love that I already showed you.
Yes, sir.
So that's
Yes,
the kind of individual I am. You
yes,
know what
sir.
I mean? So you
Very,
ain't. Need...
bro. Listen, man. Very.
like I said, we ain't gotta put our business out there, but
Yeah,
I'm
we're not
just
gonna put the
saying.
whole thing, but one thing I am gonna say though, one thing I'm gonna say about Big Brother Scorp, bro, treat me like he knew me all my damn life. Like, bro, he like we already talked about the humble and you know get the shirt
Yeah,
off your back, but that is not no hokey doke shit. That is straight up facts. This man is one of the coolest dudes you ever meet. So
thank
stop
you,
being
brother.
nervous. You gotta see him, run up to him, talk to him, get some history, all that. Hell, like you
yeah,
already his
man.
brother. You already his brother. So let's put it like that. You already his brother.
Yeah,
So
man. It's all love. It's all family, and it's and I'm learning to deal with it myself. Not deal with it. I'm learning to
love it.
I don't know if I'll ever. I don't know if I'll love it. I don't know if I'll accept it. I'm still that immigrant kid from Trinidad that just like to do willies and run from the police. And now I'm a husband and a father. And so this whole legacy, this whole legend, icon, um, it's still I don't see that in the mirror.
Ooh,
I see the guy that's overweight that needs to get to the gym. I see the guy that needs to pay these bills. I see the guy that needs to feed these kids. I see I see the guy that needs to get this work done for this client. I see, the person that has to wake up when he doesn't want to. I see that provider. I don't see the Scorpio you guys see.
mm,
And when you guys show him to me, it's humbling as fuck. I have literally been in lobbies and took pictures and signed autographs and went to my room and shed a tear with the joy and the appreciation that you guys give me. And I'll
man.
do that behind closed doors because I'm a thug. We don't cry in public, but you know what I mean.
I mean,
Unless you,
honestly, I want to say. I mean, honestly, what you just said. You see, the provider. So what you see is Ed. That's
right?
who.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
And
it's different.
yeah, man. But
It's different. Like
bro,
I've had,
that's what you are. That's
yeah.
what you are to us, man. You
I had,
are.
I had people like, yo, let me get this pic, let me get this signature, let me get this autograph, let me get this. And it's moments like when somebody reposts a picture, it's not like, yeah, nigga, I'm Scorp, you did that. It makes me literally take a step back. Some people get lifted and put on a pedestal.
Mm,
I go down, like not down in a bad way. I go down like, wow. I feel like a tiny little mouse, like, wow, that's big.
just taking the moment. Just taking the moment.
Yeah, like yo, that's crazy. Like I said, when little Roscoe sent me that shit the other day, his dad, yo, nigga, I shed a tear. I was like, yo, this man is this young kid that probably can't write the alphabet yet knows my scene.
Like he showed the video, and
I
then
was
your
like,
butt,
yo, man.
your butt posted it side by side. Like, this is
Yeah, I was like,
yo, what the fuck? So I mean, cause I talked to his dad, and I did some designs for him, and man, he's so humble and blah blah. And so when he showed me the video, I was like, look at this little boy. And then here come you the next
yeah,
day. I was like, yo, so he did the whole back.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Now I'm
ready.
gonna keep it real with you. There was a section where he was going like this, and I was
Uh,
like, "What's that all about?" Is he just like speak? But then I went back and looked at the scene, like, "Oh shit, I did go." Oh, okay. Like I forgot. He knew
he
it better than I did.
he studied
And
you, bro.
There's a question in here that says, "What if there was no chapters, just Rough Riders? would be competition for all, be less. Go wherever you want, do whatever, just all love all over. All right, so whoever I can't say it says Facebook user, but
Uh,
who who is
that's
that?
that's my sister 911 from Jersey.
911. All right, 911. I'm gonna tell you some real freaky shit. That's how we started. There was no Rough Riders. There was no excuse me. There was no chapters. There was no structure. There was no board. There was no nothing. You basically Infamous would come in and say, "Yo, this is my man Scorp." Scorp will give $350 and get a vest on the spot. If Scorp fucks up, we both lose our vest.
Mm. Ooh, damn. So I want y'all to just understand what he just said, right? Why I said did all that? This guy, just imagine some of the people that come in. I'm not trying to start no shit. Just keep it real with you. Just imagine some of the people that's coming that fucked up. Who brought them here? Guess what?
Mhm.
You going with them.
So
Just
wouldn't that
imagine.
make you more cautious of who you bring in?
Yeah.
And wouldn't it make it quality over quantity?
uh yes,
So
yes,
to
yes, I
answer your,
do.
to
Deep.
answer your
I
question
agree.
now, to answer your question, 911 from Jersey, we used to be like that, and it was a beautiful thing. But you also have to understand, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. You have to understand that Rough Riders is a source of revenue for Joaquin Dean and the Dean family, and he used to get X amount of dollars or whatever the case may be from music. That has declined, and it's not the nature of making bad music; it's just the nature of streaming and getting
Yeah.
shit for free now. So that ship has sailed. A lot of these record people, a lot of these music people really don't make music money off of music. They make money off of touring and sponsors. So it's that ship is kind of sailed unless you have some royalties from back in the day that are still paying you, so forth and so on. That's a small percentage of their income. But you have to realize that it's the same way you pay for a car washing membership, a gym membership. You don't go up talking to what's the place for $10 a month?
Playing fitness.
Planet Fitness. You don't go to the front desk of Planet Fitness. Yo, I post every day on Instagram, and you see my transformation. You owe me now because I'm promoting you. Because every time I post my shit, it's purple shit in the background. Nah, you pay that fucking $10 a month.
That's all you do.
If you don't pay the $10 a month and you go to the counter, beat ah. So it's honestly it's a brainchild that is now bringing in money and pay your shit. And it is what it is. But you have to think while you're paying your shit, you got to think of what you're getting. Me and you, the brotherhood that we have, the love that I get when I go to these chapters, the fact that you can land anywhere on this fucking planet and have a place to rest your head. I had a state rep call me up one time, said he canceled AAA. Car broke down on the side of the road, and Rough Riders got there before AAA did. So I understand there's certain things that you may not agree with. There's also a thing where people have internal, I don't want to call it beef, but they have internal disagreements within their chapter. You cannot appreciate Rough Riders until you travel to see how big it is. If I can't stand Infamous and I got to look at him at every meeting, he don't ride his bike, he don't bring no dog, he don't bring no swag, he ain't bringing nothing to the community. He just showing up and barking orders at prospects. I don't like Infamous, blah, 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 blah. If I base my whole life on this individual that I'm not vibing with, I'm gonna miss out on a whole other fucking planet of good vibes. You gotta travel. You gotta travel. You gotta love. And there's so many of us. Not everyone is perfect. We're like fuck. Somebody told me we're like fucking roaches. You step on one and five more run by.
Damn, damn. But
So you know what I mean? You're not with so many individuals, not all of us are gonna be perfect.
oh no.
And again, with the differences, you gotta love people for their differences. Unless they're touching children and fucking people up, then fuck them.
Mm,
Outside of that, we got some cats that are still drug dealers, some cats that are lawyers, some cats that are law abiding, some cats that can't stay out of jail, some cats that are faithful to their wives, some that got 18 side bitches. Like we got all that. You as an individual is like, are you individually a good? You smoke weed, I don't. Am I hate you because you smoke weed? No.
why?
You just described the relationship we had. All love. Because you smoke weed, it's not a problem. I just get secondhand weed, or I might be able to tell you the strain, but it's not for me.
Mm,
I do willies out of formation. Does that mean you hate me because I do willies out of formation? No. Our differences is what makes us, man. Embrace them. Unless they disrespecting you, unless my differences disrespect you. If you walk in with an underage female talking about this, my wife, then I ain't got a problem with that. If you
mm.
sex trafficking like damn Jeffrey Einstein, I got an issue with that.
Oh yeah.
We all have different religions and different beliefs, man. So that's what makes us individuals.
I like that.
Well, what's this one? The smaller
Your
the
world.
world is, the more impact the shit before. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I like
You're
that.
right. No, you're right because a lot of people don't know. I know you hear birds in the background and shit. I got a lot of exotic animals, and I had a
Oh,
saltwater tank. Yeah, I had a saltwater tank, and it was what's called a nano reef. It was like 10 gallons. If something go wrong in that little ass tank, everybody dies.
what is going on over Scorp House? We got
Yeah.
Dave
Then I got
Deshawn.
look. Then I got a 200-gallon tank, and the same problem that'll happen in a little tank can live a little longer in the big tank because it's a broader space.
We okay. I'm learning something about Scorp House now. You got too
Yeah.
much. You got the
I
jungle.
got I got birds. People who have been to my house like, what the fuck? I got dog. I got snakes. I got boas. I got birds. I got one point in time I had a fucking dragon, a 5 foot fucking monitor walking around. I had to sell the monitor to buy the Frenchie because the monitor was trying to eat the Frenchie. So it was
Bro.
crazy.
Bro, you got the Jungle Book in there.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
this is Mem. Mem said, "Who have what? Who have you met that wowed you?
Yo.
Everybody."
So nah, it's I don't fan out. I don't go fanboy easy because I was raised in the industry. So like
Mm.
I said, with Patty LaBelle, we used to go over her house and eat. You know, she forgot all the damn words to Tina Turner song on the BET Awards. That was fucked up. But your video might get likes off of that comment alone. Patty's my auntie, love her to death. Um, so McKnight, being around X, being around Eve, didn't really go wow a lot. Where I went wow was when I met Linda Lee, Bruce Lee's wife.
Oh,
So there's Bruce Lee, there's Dan Inosanto, and there's a crew that developed the style that Bruce Lee developed called Jeet Kune Do,
right.
and it was never written down. So that style, and I'm a heavy martial artist. Those who know me know I've been a black belt since I was 10. I have several black belts in several styles. So I've always been like that Bruce Lee movie, like Wu Tang, like into the movies, into the art, trying to fight, trying to. My kids are into it nowadays. I say martial arts saved my life. So um, we went to Bustelo. Bustelo was one of the three people. It was Bruce Lee, Bustelo, Dan Inosanto.
Mm.
And if you do your homework, you'll see them, all three of them in his movies. And those are the three guys that created Jeet Kune Do. Those guys um, used to fly separate because they didn't want to fly on the same plane in case the plane went down.
Okay. That's
Because nobody wrote down Jeet Kune Do. It was all here.
right.
So Bruce Lee died. We know Bruce Lee's gone.
Right.
Dan Inosanto was there. So we went to Bustelo's funeral
Okay.
in Cali because we used to train under Bustelo. So we
Okay.
went to Bustelo's funeral in Cali, and I'm sitting in the crowd, and I've met his daughter before because I used to work on a show called Ninjas with his daughter. So Bruce Lee's daughter.
Yeah.
So I go up, and sure enough, standing in front of me is I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. Linda Lee, and I'm just like, what the
Oh yeah, the whole you hold your whole.
And that was the first time I have bragged or has stated my my um my effect on Rough Riders. I
Mm,
told her, and I didn't expect to start crying, but I told her I was like, "Look, your husband came over here as an immigrant, and he's changed martial arts. You know, he was getting all this flack if they're not Asian, they can't learn, and blah 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 blah. And he's literally revolutionized martial arts, and he's given me opportunity to be a martial artist. I said I came from another country, and I revolutionized the motorcycle industry. I'm part of a movement that now we're not just, oh, you got to have a bike, you got to have blocks, you got to like, I've opened up, like Bruce Lee, I've helped open up this R and this vest to the world.
mm.
And I explained that to her. She's like, oh my God. And she looked at me and said, can I give you a hug? I'm like, sure. I broke down again.
Oh,
So Linda Lee was the one that made me go, oh my God, there she is. Wow.
Scorp has lived an interesting life, and he got to hug Bruce Lee's wife.
Yes. I was like, yo,
Like, how
that
many
was
people can say that shit? I mean,
yo,
come on.
that shit was, there was no cameras around. There was no, let me get the selfie. It was none of that. It was just, it was there. It was a beautiful thing, man.
Nice,
A
nice.
beautiful thing.
All right, we got one last one for you, Scorp.
How
Hold
do
on.
you see,
Uh,
I know, cry baby. I cry a lot, man. How do you see the R evolving since we'll never get back to what it was? What do you wish you see more of? I miss it. Sorry, I was driving. All right. Um, so I touched on that earlier, and the thing is hanging with us is cool. Um, we're never gonna get back to us. It's just never gonna happen. Getting back to us is like creating a mixtape for your high school sweetheart, trying to press play and record at the same time. Like we're in a digital space now. We're
mhm.
never gonna get back to that. We're never gonna get back to running the streets. We're never gonna get back to um, riding in crazy ass packs of non-formation, doing video shoots and going on tour. And again, like I stated earlier, we've been handed um, a celebrity mantle. We've been handed that torch. So we're instant celebrities as is. We're Rough Riders. That's a given. Somebody that doesn't know us will know that. So um, we're not going to go back to that. But what we can do is we can make it better.
Mm,
And the way we can make it better is one, treat every single prospect that comes through your market like it's Michael B. Jordan. You're not going to talk down and shit on that man. You're not going to scream at him like a toddler.
mhm.
You're not going to tell him, oh, you can't wear that Rough Rider shirt because you're prospecting now. You won't tell him that. And if you do, rewind the goddamn podcast and listen to how I feel about that. It don't make sense. But the thing is, what we can do moving forward is we can we can be our own promotional team. We're not promoting a label anymore. We're not selling albums. But at the same time, recruitment is a thing that we like. So why not go to a bike night that doesn't have Rough Riders? There's
Mm,
bike meets across the nation with 200, 300 bike nights. There's car meets all over the place. Again, going back to all of our dog division people. Look at you go to a bully picnic or you go to a dog show. It's not just Rough Riders.
Right.
But when we roll up, out of all the logos at the fucking dog show, who do they recommend? And the first thing, oh, DMX, Eve. You can have infamous bullies, you can have Scorpio bullies, you can have this, that, and the other. The minute that Rough Rider logo show up at the dog picnic or the dog show, you know what it is. So we need to take a page out of the past of us going to places that it's not just us, and take a page out of the current dog division practices and go to places where it's not just us. And then that'll up our recruitment, that'll up our street cred, that'll make us do stuff that's not just us. And I love y'all. I love all y'all. I love all y'all. And once we vibe, like say we get a meet, let's say an annual, we get a meet and greet. We meet, we greet. I meet some people that I never met before in R. We take some pictures, we do some things. Next night, we go and we go to somebody else's stuff. We roll up. This is the only time for that weekend, the only time you'll probably have that many Rough Riders in your city.
Mhm.
Go to another MC's clubhouse. Roll up.
Right.
Chances are their bike night is Thursday, Friday, or something along those lines, or Saturday, or sometimes even a Sunday. Your annual is that weekend. You usually by yourself are 20, 30 deep. This weekend, you got 200 motherfuckers in your city. Oh, we going by such and such clubhouse to go buy some drinks. And you roll up to that clubhouse mad deep. They're going to be like, oh, shit, y'all. Oh, wow.
Nice.
We not going to their clubhouse. We going to Chuck E. Cheese. Fuck that.
Chuck
Go
E.
to their clubhouse. I'm throwing a restaurant out there.
I don't know.
And then once those 200 Rough Riders leave, and you're back to your 2030, that clubhouse that you ran up on will be like, yo, that's what's up. What y'all need again? Let's collab. Now you building relationships and street cred. Use our masses to your advantage.
There it is. Yeah, everybody laughing at that Chuck E. Cheese line. See, he pay attention.
And I use
Oh,
Chuck E. Cheese. I use Chuck E. Cheese metaphorically as shit.
or he wants some pizza. You know,
No. I'm just saying. You gonna do an annual, and you got 200 of your family members, and we gonna go bowling. My kickstand got arthritis, and if I flew in, I know somebody here, other kickstand got arthritis. They can't stay on the ground that long. And I understand we can't fly bikes in, drive cars in, but we are physically 200 deep or 100 deep at this moment. I'm just throwing Thundercats out there. Let's go to Thundercats Clubhouse. Let's go to Soul Brothers Clubhouse. Yo, what's the car club? Let's go to that clubhouse. They having a meet tonight at this parking lot. Yo, let's roll through there. And just walk the parking lot, mad vest deep. And they're going to be like, oh, shit. And then when our brothers and sisters leave that city, and we're sitting there talking about, yeah, we did that. We did that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, as you know, I don't drink no more. Sad to say, but I
did this because of you.
Hey, yes, yeah, because of me. I take that. Yes.
There's more around here, so I kept throwing them. But there's like I don't know if y'all noticed, but I drank like 4 bottles of water sitting here because my man don't drink no more. So I gotta respect the space.
Appreciate it. But I gotta end this off. But how I'm gonna end it off? No drink, no nothing. You got any final thoughts? Any?
Why? Like I was supposed to have one queued up. I don't even know. It feels like a trick question, nigga.
I told y'all we was gonna freestyle this shit and have some fun with it.
My final thought is, again, you don't have to agree with me, man. Right or wrong is a matter of perspective. You don't have to agree with anything I'm saying. And a lot of the stuff I say is not on behalf of the Dean family and behalf of Rough Riders and this and that and the other. But my final thought is, we have to we have to put. We've lost our hold on common sense.
Mm-hmm.
We have to really fall back and and use our common sense in situations, whether it's the R being a product of the R being who said I text you read it.
That's Mem. He probably texted me when my phone just died. So
Mim, do you want me to read that out loud?
he text you?
Yeah, I got it, but I didn't know if he wanted that to mean public information.
Yeah.
Mim, you got like 30 seconds to respond.
No,
Do you want me to?
he said no.
Oh,
He
you
said
said no. Okay.
no.
All right. So he said no. He said no. I like the way
Yeah,
you
he
got his
said.
back. He said
So
no.
you
He said
said
no.
30 seconds. No, so you said 30 seconds. That she said no. He said no. He said no.
So so yeah, who's calling me now?
Oh, so that.
Mojina calling me.
Oh.
So the thing is final thoughts is we have to evolve. You have to understand I come from a world where if you do not ride a motorcycle, you do not wear a vest. That's the world I came from, and that's what I believed for a while. So the same way you believe that you have to earn the R, no, you don't. The same way that you should not have a vest unless you have a motorcycle. I have learned the hard way, and I've learned to accept. No, you don't. I've met some motherfuckers that don't know where a kickstand is with a vest on that are cooler than people with bikes. So we gotta evolve, man. Moving forward, final thoughts, we gotta evolve and make this shit better. And treat everybody as if they're Michael B. Jordan, Drake, fucking Brimey. Treat everybody like a celebrity once they prospect. And treat them like a human. We're not a fraternity. We're not a gang. Ain't nobody jumping nobody in. Give them the knowledge and the skills they need to survive on the street and in these sets. Even though we're not an MC and we're not a gang, we affiliate a lot with them. And if you say and do the wrong thing in these settings, you can get hurt. So for you to sit back and send somebody on a 15-minute mission, who am I? And they spend half hour trying to figure out who the fuck you are. Use that same half hour to give them skills and tools to survive in our environment.
Yes, appreciate that, brother. Oh, that was your homegirl, Gina
Yeah,
Morticia.
she just called me. She just called me.
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, holy shit, y'all still going?" Well, it's over now, Morticia. Damn you.
Yeah, we trying to close it up.
Yeah, I love Big Head. So appreciate you, bro. I really do. I don't know. Will there be a part three? Can it be a part three?
Of course
Of
there'll be a
course,
part
there's a
three.
part three.
You
See
know
that?
what? We need to do one in person.
Oh well, let me tell you, I will be in Phoenix
Ooh.
for Phoenix Annie.
So like those MMA shout outs at the end of the fight in the ring.
Uh,
Is this when we say there's gonna be a live podcast in Phoenix face to face with me and you?
there will
Is
be
this when we say
a
that?
live podcast in Phoenix between me and Scorp. It's on. It's
And to
on.
all my one thing I gotta say, well, I got a lot of things to say about Phoenix, but one thing I can say about Phoenix is when you come to Phoenix for the annual, I highly suggest if you're a biker, I highly suggest you look into the motorcycle rental out here. Arizona has some amazing spots, and you don't want to miss that hood ride. Outside of the hood ride, you could break off and hit one of these canyons and do
Mm,
your thing. So if you're a biker, the time of year that annual goes down and the riding, because I've been a lot of places, but certain places have mountains and twisties and views, and Phoenix is one of them. Another thing, if you're not a biker, rent that slingshot. If you don't want the slingshot, trail us in that car. There's a lot of shit. You definitely want to look into renting a bike, renting a slingshot, trailing a car, doing some shit. You definitely want to get out. And another thing with Phoenix is we do have Thundercats. We do have Soul Brothers. We do have Devil's Zone. We do have Hell's Angels. We do have, this is a very motorcycle. We do have every Saturday night Every Saturday night, every week, there's a car and bike show somewhere.
Mm,
Every Saturday night,
there
every
you
Friday
go.
night.
There you
So if
go.
you come out and you want to chill in the parking lot and parking lot pimp on somebody that's already booed up, do you? When you come to Phoenix, you want to hit these one of these shows and roll up. Like I said, roll up. You watching your clock. Fuck your clock. Roll up in one of these shows. Let's roll up in one of these shows. I got nothing against Phoenix, nothing against the host, nothing against parking lot pimping. I love Phoenix. Phoenix is home. The Prez texted me today and said, "Yo, he's getting his pilot license. AWOL." He sent me a video and said, "I'm flying over your house." When I tell you that shit made my fucking day, and he put the camera outside the window, sure enough, my house was right below him. Like, I'm flying over your house right now. So the
Crazy.
family vibe and the just everywhere, Phoenix, Orlando, Philly, New York, Cali, like everywhere that I go, Texas, it's just is the vibe is crazy. Like I really want to be in Boise right now.
Oh,
You know what I
we
mean? Like that's
start
their kickoff.
we start off the show, make me feel bad. We're gonna end it off with this. All right, all right, but it is what it is. Sorry, Boise. I'm sorry. Well, no, no,
Nah, it's
no,
all
no.
good.
Boise, no. Boise the 27th. 27th to the
So what's this weekend?
this weekend is Maryland.
So it was Maryland that I missed out on. Maryland I missed out on, and Boise I missed out because I was supposed to be in Maryland and I was supposed to be in Boise. I forget what date happens the same weekend in Boise, but I got double booked, and that missed text message stopped me from going to Boise. So this weekend wasn't Boise. I
Nah,
stand corrected. This
nah,
weekend I was supposed to be in Maryland,
right.
and
Boise.
and I got bikes and dirt bikes and people in Maryland. Like, yeah, I hit Willie Wayne up. It's a wrap. Like we going to Drew Hill Park and we gonna Willie up and down the steps, and we gonna go to the harbor, and we gonna be problems.
Oh,
If Maryland, if you invite me to Maryland, get your bail money ready.
oh well, and damn it, that's how we ends this. Get your bail money, all that shit, yo. Hey, Scorp, appreciate it, brother. I'll talk to you again. We're gonna keep in touch anyway, like we always do anyway.
Yes,
And
sir.
let's let y'all know the next episode is the very next week. I got Amazon's on
Wait,
my damn show.
wait. I want to end. I know we way over time, going on fucking 4 hours. God damn it,
Record.
yo! I want to end with fallen soldiers.
Okay.
I want to end with that. I want to give Kashmir flowers for doing what she's doing. Um, with fallen soldiers, a lot of her personal money, personal time, personal efforts went into that. I know it's not nationally recognized in our organization. It's not corporate and all that other stuff, but it's something that's needed because every time you throw your leg over that bike, you know,
Mm.
you're not guaranteed to come home. Um, we had a guy, uh, Yayo, out of Southwest Florida. He just lost his son in a car accident. Son
Mm.
wasn't a rough rider, has a nice car, and condolences to him and his family. I actually met him, met the son, met the family, and that vibe is crazy. We have our Roscoe's, we have our AJs, we have all these people that once they pass us on the outside, oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Oh, condolences, because you can't really say anything to anybody to bring them back.
All right.
So we're there for each other during the grieving period, and once we're over it, we move on with life. So it's good. I mean, we as bikers, we honor our dead anyways. You'll see crucifixes all over the place. You'll see in memory of yada yada. I get that. You'll see, teddy bears and flowers and Santa Maria candles and all that stuff. But um, what Cashmere is doing is I got to give her flowers on spearheading that. Now, if I were to take Cashmere out of that, which I'm not removing her, I'm just metaphorically saying this, that entire movement in itself is is a blessing because we gotta understand, we gotta remember, we gotta live it. And the reason I say take Cashmere out because Cashmere's not gonna live forever. She will be a fallen soldier one day, and somebody else has to take that helm. I'm not gonna live forever. I'm gonna die one day. And once I die, you have to realize something. Soul Brothers is what, almost 100 years old or 80 years old or some shit like that.
Mm.
This is gonna outlive us.
Right.
This is gonna outlive us. 50, 60, 70 years from now, Roscoe's grandkids might be Rough Riders. So it's good, that whole fallen soldier, man. Condolences to everybody who lost somebody. And I see it. I get the text messages, I get the notices, and it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair that Aaliyah is gone, X is gone, Pac is gone, but there's other individuals that are still the other individuals that are still here that, in my opinion, which may sound wrong, don't deserve to be here.
Mm.
There's murderers, there's bad people that don't deserve to be here. So in some situations, death is not fair. So enough respect to all the fallen soldiers and everybody out there, and my condolences to everybody that's going through that right now. And thank you for keeping that movement rolling.
Yeah, I think that's how this officially ends. Thank you, man. Because you trying
You got
to
14 minutes. You want to take it to 4 hours?
no, man. We broke the record already. You trying to bring me to tears on the show right now. But, but thank y'all for watching. Yes, we had to break the last record, so it had to be done. But again, next week I got Team Amazon. I got yeah, they about to come in
Who's your
deep.
team Amazon?
Woo! We got let's see. We got Savage. We got
Uh-huh.
wait, hold on. I got all of
Or
them.
is it a secret list? Am I asking for information that's not out there
Wait,
yet?
I know three of them gonna be on, but they said it's gonna be six. So I don't know who's coming on. I don't know which one. It's like
Okay, so I want to be. I'm gonna definitely watch that one because I got a text message from one of our Amazon sisters. She said she is going to pick me up, swing me around her head, and put me down, and
that's
she has the stature to do so.
that's like Savage right there. Oh.
I
I don't
was
know.
very intimidated. When I met her, it was all hugs and kisses because I didn't want to get my ass whooped.
Hey, they're beautiful, strong women, but they'll fuck you up. But bro, we out of here.
All right,
Peace.
my brother. Love you. Talk to you in
Love
a
you,
bit.
man. All right.
One.